What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 2BM. Chapter 26. Advertise here. Qianyu finished saying this, and walked away coldly. Danzo is the only one left, panting heavily on Hokage rock. It seems that he has not yet awakened from the shock and fear just now. The other side. Qianyu left Hokage rock and couldn't help being overjoyed. At this time, he had time to check the sign in reward he just won. Among them, the one that surprised him the most was of course Mangekyo Sharingan. Finally opened Mangekyo Sharingan. Ding dong. Congratulations to host for signing into the new location Hokage Rock. Sign in at the location refreshed by the system and get a generous reward. Congratulations to host for getting. The development progress of Sharingan has improved and it has successfully evolved into Mangekyo Sharingan. The current progress of Mangekyo Sharingan is 10%. Congratulations to host for getting. The progress of first generation Sage Body has been increased by 10%, and the current integration of Sage Body is 20%. In addition, some other ninjutsu was also obtained. But, compared with these two improvements, they can basically be ignored. Not worth mentioning. Mangekyo Sharingan. This is the most powerful weapon of the Uchiha clan, and absolutely depend on it. As for the purpose of first generation, Sage Body, it is the strongest motivation to maintain Mangekyo Sharingan. If there is no Sage Body, Mangekyo Sharingan will use its powerful power on the day it opens, and will go to complete darkness and lose light. Unless, it evolved into Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. However, there is another possibility. That is to have Sage Body at the same time. At this moment, Qianyu has such a rare condition and qualification. So, when he turned on Mangekyo Sharingan, he was not afraid of losing the light at all. Qianyu laughed loudly, and his heart was so happy. I just don't know, what is the awakening ability of my Mangekyo Sharingan? The awakened Mangekyo Sharingan abilities of each Uchiha clan are different. Basically, it will improve and evolve according to the ninjutsu you are good at. For example, Uchiha Itachi is good at fire style and illusion, and after awakening Mangekyo Sharingan, the ability he gets is the strongest fire style, Amaterasu. The strongest illusion, Tsukuyomi. Of course, this title of the strongest has been eaten in the later stages, but it can still be called a terrifying and powerful ability. Another example is Uchiha Sasuke. He is also good at fire style himself, but the Grandmaster is more at chakra's shape change. So after he awakened Mangekyo Sharingan, the ability he gained was the strongest fire style, Amaterasu. And the one that can manipulate Amaterasu's black flames to change form freely. Flame control. But, I am naturally different from the two of them. So, what abilities will you awaken? At this time, the system prompt finally appeared. Congratulations to host for successfully opening Mangekyo Sharingan. The current development progress of Mangekyo Sharingan is 10%. Congratulations to host for acquiring the Mangekyo Sharingan awakening ability. Left eye, Fudu Yuhun. Ability. A black thunder flame erupts where the pupils are focused, like a sword to kill the gods, slaying all enemies. Right eye, Gao Tianyuan. Ability. Can instantly move to the focus of the pupil, ignoring the spatial distance, ignoring one's own state. Hiss. Qianyu couldn't help taking a breath. It's terrifying. Too strong. The Budu Yuhun in the left eye. It is rumored to be one of the three spirit swords in the myth, the god of thunder and the god of war, the weapon of the god of war. Qianyu guessed that he himself was also good at fire style by the Uchiha clan, but because he obtained thunder fruit, he used thunder attributes to attack more. Therefore, the awakening ability of Mangekyo Sharingan in the left eye was changed. Fudu Yuhun. But in the focus of the field of vision, a black thunder erupts, killing the enemy. Compared to Amaterasu, black thunder burst out faster. And Gao Tianyuan in the right eye. In the legend of Gao Tianyuan, it is the place where the god of creation lived, which is equivalent to the heaven in the Chinese mythology. And this Gao Tianyuan's ability instantly moved to the place where the field of view is focused. What is this? This is teleport. Among Hokage ninjas, the most powerful space ninjutsu ability. Only. Qianyu glanced at it. The current development progress of Mangekyo Sharingan is 10%. Therefore, Gao Tianyuan's ability has only been developed to 10%. The current restrictions are as follows. Gao Tianyuan. For the time being, only 2 stages of teleportation can be performed in a short period of time, and cannot be used again within 3 minutes after use. Qianyu nodded. I see. On the one hand, only 2 teleports can be performed. On the other hand, is there a 3-minute cooling time? 3 minutes is not very long, but you must know that the battle between ninjas is often an instant victory. This 3-minute cooling time means that basically I can only use it once in a 1v1 battle. But, even so, this is quite a terrifying ability. Qianyu's heart compares with Namikaze Minato's Flying Thunder God and Sasuke's hand power. Compared with Flying Thunder God, Gao Tianyuan does not need to be marked. This is one of the strongest advantages. Heavenly hand strength is to exchange positions of people or objects. Gao Tianyuan can only teleport himself, but the advantage is that he doesn't need anything to replace, but As long as the field of vision can be seen, you can move instantaneously. To know the strength of the heavenly hand, that is the magical skill that Rinnegan obtained by awakening the 6-Go Jade. Mangekyo Sharingan in his right eye, awakening Gao Tianyuan's spatial movement ability. I am afraid that his body flicker technique is too powerful. It's like Itachi is good at illusion, so he awakens Tsukuyomi. Qianyu awakened Mangekyo Sharingan, and became more confident. He strode towards Konoha village. Chapter 27. Advertise here. On the other side, Hokage Rock. Shimura Danzo trembled slightly. After he was surprised, he felt endless humiliation and rage. Uchiha Qianyu. I will surely let the entire Uchiha clan be wiped out, completely wiped out. He sneered and slowly calmed down. Good boy, dare to use Mangekyo Sharingan to threaten me. But, this is where you are young and frivolous, and Sharingan is forgotten. Did you even awaken Mangekyo Sharingan? But you don't hide it, hide your power and bide your time, but show it so blatantly. This is what I reported to Hiruzen. Presumably, his fear of the Uchiha clan will skyrocket to the top again. Just wait for the demise of the Uchiha clan. However, Shimura Danzo's wishful thinking did not succeed. At this moment, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, although he heard the news from his mouth. She was indeed shocked and jealous. He had already murdered Qianyu and the entire Uchiha clan. But, at this time, he was completely entangled by another matter. That is, defection of Orochimaru. As more and more Konoha shinobi and civilians in the surrounding small countries disappeared, Sarutobi Hiruzen, as Hokage, had to step up the investigation. However, in the end, he found the body of his lover Orochimaru. What made him even more frightened was that Orochimaru secretly colluded with Danzo. Carrying myself on my back, I have been conducting human experiments that have long been banned. Then, Sarutobi Hiruzen is furious. But, after all, he did not kill his lover, and finally let Orochimaru defect. From then on, he also hated Danzo very much. However, for the sake of the overall situation, he also had to temporarily pardon Danzo. Otherwise, he wants to deal with the Uchiha clan, and it is difficult for him to do it with his own strength. And all this is in Qianyu's plan. He was able to expose his Mangekyo Sharingan in front of Danzo because he knew. The defection of Orochimaru will change the plans of Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo. At this time, it is impossible for them to have other thoughts to deal with themselves. Danzo's plan failed, and Sarutobi Hiruzen scolded him fiercely. His heart was even more angry. Of course he knew that Sarutobi Hiruzen did not kill him, but because he was still useful. However, in his heart, Sarutobi Hiruzen had already been murderous. Orochimaru. I originally wanted him to compete for the seat of Hokage, so that he could be the emperor behind the curtain and listen to politics. Unexpectedly, he exposed himself so quickly and was kicked out of the village, resulting in a complete failure of the plan. So, it's better to make Hokage by yourself. Danzo was ambitious and soon began to plan. At this time, the space suddenly became Uzumaki, as if an unknown passage was opened. Danzo was taken aback, shocked in his heart. Who is it? A figure, from the twisted space Uzumaki, gradually materialized. It is a mysterious man with a mask and a black robe. It doesn't matter who I am. Shimura Danzo. Shimura Danzo was shocked. You, are you? How could it be possible to easily break through Konoha's barrier without triggering any warning signs? Difficult, are you? The first thing he thought of was the rebelliousness of Konoha village. However, even if it is rebellious ninja, there are definitely a handful of people who can know the mystery of the enchantment. Of course, Danzo couldn't think that this man could ignore the power of the barrier. Because, this mysterious masked man, of course. Uchiha Obito, and the ability of Mangekyo Sharingan that he awakened was precisely Kamui, hollow space, shuttle barriers, without triggering any warning signs. For him, that is simply a breeze. Uchiha Obito sneered. Don't guess, you will never guess my identity. I came to Konoha village this time, just want to ask you one thing. Shimura Danzo calmed down. What's the matter? Do you want to cooperate with me? Cooperate. Danzo frowned and sneered. You are such a hidden enemy, why should I cooperate with you? Uchiha Obito smiled slightly. Because, we have a common goal. A cold light flashed in Danzo's eyes. Oh, what is your goal? Uchiha Obito said coldly. 9 tails. Danzo was taken aback, then snorted. 9 tails is our Konoha village's strategic weapon, why should I give it to you? Because, I can help you a lot. What's busy? First, get rid of the Uchiha clan. What? Second, weaken the prestige of 3rd Hokage. Prepare for your Shimura Danzo's superiority. Danzo's heart moved slightly. Let alone weakening Hiruzen's prestige, even if he is dead, it is not my turn to be Hokage. Uchiha Obito said calmly. The words are good, but if the other 2 candidates, did they all die in the chaos of 9 tails? Danzo's pupils suddenly widened. What did you say? You, who is it? Uchiha Obito said calmly. I said this is not important, right? How about, Shimura Danzo, do you want to cooperate with me? Shimura Danzo thought about it for a long time. Finally looked at the mysterious masked man and said coldly, what do you want me to do? Uchiha Obito smiled. Chapter 28. Advertise here. Ding dong. System sign in next refresh time. 3 months later. The next time the system refreshes the sign in location. Tailed beast Kurama. ... In Qianyu's mind, he suddenly heard such a prompt, and he was taken aback. 3 months later. 9 tails. This is. 3 months later, it was the day when Kushina was produced. And 9 tails sign in. A faint uneasiness arose in Qianyu's heart. Does this mean that the doomed 9 tails chaos is doomed to happen? Back home, Kushina with a big belly smiled softly. Husband, are you back? Qianyu forced a smile and stepped forward and kissed Kushina's cheek lightly. Then she gently stroked her already enlarged belly. How do you feel today? It's okay. After all, I'm from the Uzumaki clan. Our vitality is unparalleled. Qianyu smiled and touched her head dozingly. Ah, by the way, my husband, I met Makoto when I went shopping for groceries today, It should be born soon. Qianyu smiled slightly. Uchiha Makoto. Indeed, Sasuke should be born soon. It seems that he will be about 2 months older than his own child. What's the matter, husband, you don't seem to look so good. Are you worried? Qianyu gave a wry smile. I can't hide anything from you, Kushina. Kushina's heart moved. Because. 9 tails thing. Qianyu nodded helplessly. Kushina said. I know that the day of production is when the 9 tails seal is the weakest, and there may be accidents, but, to be honest, I am not worried. Kushina smiled and leaned lightly on Qianyu's shoulder. Because, after all, you are by my side, isn't it? Qianyu's heart moved, looking at Kushina's charming face and slightly shy smile. Cannot help but kiss her gently on the cheek. He solemnly said. Kushina, don't worry, I will definitely protect you, mother and son. Kushina's face was red, and her heart was very sweet. But she said ashamed. Are you sure it's mother and son? It might be mother and daughter. Qianyu gently touched her head and smiled. It's all the same. 1 month later, Uchiha Sasuke was born. When Qianyu went to Fugaku's house to congratulate him, he saw Itachi hugging his younger brother. For the first time, his eyes showed a different light. He seemed to have been very gloomy before. But now, facing my younger brother, it seems that for the first time there is a warm light. However, it quickly passed away again. Looking at his younger brother, he also began to worry. This guy. Qianyu shook his head. Fugaku was also very happy. After drinking with Qianyu, he laughed and said, Qianyu, your family is about to be born, right? Would you like to have a finger belly for marriage? Qianyu shook his head and smiled. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. That, too. Anyway, it is always a good thing for a Uchiha clan to develop and grow. By the way, Kushina is a member of the Uzumaki clan. Your 2 children should inherit the advantages of your parents, right? Born to be an excellent ninja. Qianyu is very confident. He smiled triumphantly. That's natural. Fugaku smiled and said, You kid, it's really awkward. The 2 drank for a while. Fugaku suddenly whispered, Well, you look bad, is there something on your mind? It's okay. Fugaku nodded. Anyway, the matter between you and Kushina is the matter of our Uchiha clan. As long as you say something, I will use the power of the whole clan to help you husband and wife. Qianyu, don't worry, you have an entire Uchiha clan to rely on. Qianyu smiled and nodded. Well, I understand. Come on, cheers. Dry. Qianyu said this to Fugaku, but he knew. Once the 9 tails turmoil really occurs, the Uchiha clan will not be able to help. This is the case in the original story. Originally, Uchiha's Sharingan was the most powerful force to control 9 tails. But because of this, Konoha's senior officials were suspicious of the Uchiha clan, so they were not allowed to participate in the Battle of the 9 Tails. This is also one of the main reasons why 9 Tails is so rampant and Konoha village suffers heavy casualties. Qianyu soon returned home, and an unexpected guest arrived. It turned out to be 3rd Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen. Master Hokage, what's the point when you come in person? Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at Kushina. I'm here for Kushina. Come in. Sarutobi Hiruzen took a breath and said in a deep voice, Kushina production should be coming soon, right? Good. You and I know that the day of production is when the seal of 9 tails is the weakest, so. Be very careful. So, I suggest you take Kushina to a secret place to give birth. At the same time, Lake Biwa will give birth to Kushina, and I will order Anbu's elite to defend themselves outside to make sure nothing goes wrong. Qianyu moved in his heart, but also nodded without objecting. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled. Well, I can guarantee the safety of Kushina mother and child, that is my biggest wish. After speaking, he turned and left. Qianyu sneered. Is Kushina's mother and child safe? You only care about the safety of 9 tails, right? After all, that is an important strategic weapon of Konoha village, and you must not lose it. Qianyu. Kushina stepped forward and took his hand. Qianyu held it tightly and smiled slightly. Don't worry, Kushina, I will definitely protect you. P.S. As you mentioned about the timeline problem, I admit that there may be confusion in some places, but In fact, as long as you study Hokage carefully, you will find that Kishimoto's own time bugs are countless. In order to write this book, I checked a lot of information, none of which is not self-contradictory. Everyone knows this when you check it. On the other hand, sometimes just to tell the story to look good, I do change the timeline a little bit. Just think of it as the butterfly effect after the protagonist passes through the past. It's the most important thing for everyone to be happy, don't be too serious. Chapter 29. Advertise here. Finally, it's time for Kushina production. Qianyu also accompanied Kushina to a remote and secret place outside Konoha village. Make sure to be foolproof. And Anbu, the elite of 3rd Hokage, was also protected outside. As for the delivery, it is the wife of 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Sarutobi Lake Biwa. There is another female ninja from Anbu. As for Qianyu, he is also accompanied by the door, waiting for Kushina at all times. Because of the Nine Tails seal, the seal was almost broken when it was produced. Qianyu could even feel that Nine Tails had to break through the seal several times and appeared. But finally he was still bound by the seal. It's been a long time. Finally, there was the cry of a baby. Qianyu was overjoyed. My child and Kushina's child were finally born. He rushed in immediately. Regardless of other things, Lake Biwa and another Anbu female ninja were taken aback. Kushina, how are you? Didn't ask the child, did you ask Kushina first? What a good man. Lake Biwa and another female ninja couldn't help sighing. Kushina smiled hard, but still tender and touching. I'm fine Qianyu. Our children. Qianyu took it from Lake Biwa and hugged it in his arms. Show it to Kushina. It's a girl. Kushina smiled. Girl, I hope she will inherit my dream in the future. Become the first female Hokage in Konoha village history. Qianyu smiled and said, it will definitely happen. By the way, brother Qianyu, haven't named his daughter yet. Qianyu thought for a while and smiled slightly. Just call her Uchiha Naruto. Naruto. Good name. So, from this moment, Uchiha Naruto was born. However, at this moment, Qianyu frowned. I immediately felt the surrounding changes. His high-level observation Haki heart network, coupled with the current Mangekyo Sharingan, can generate warning signs of any danger. Not to mention that the heart network can cover a range of 10 kilometers. But, this person was not within 10 kilometers, but suddenly appeared directly from the void. Silently, the elite Anbu ninjas outside the door have all been killed. Qianyu sneered. Uchiha, Obito, it finally appeared. It's a pity that you met me this time. Next moment. The space was distorted like Uzumaki, and soon a figure appeared directly in the delivery room. Oh, already born. Uchiha Qianyu, Uzumaki Kushina. Congratulations. Qianyu sneered. What do you want to do? Uchiha Obito froze for a moment. Faced with his sudden appearance, this person didn't even ask who he was, but first asked what he was going to do. This is not in line with human common sense. However, he did not have any psychological fluctuations. Uchiha Qianyu, the strongest of the Uchiha clan. However, my goal today is not you, nor your wife. My purpose, is it Nine Tails? Qianyu interrupted him. Obito said coldly, that's right. You have already seen it through. It's a pity, it's useless. Suddenly, Obito suddenly became hollow again and disappeared invisible. The next moment, he appeared directly on the other side of the room, and his hand also touched Kushina. Then, immediately swallow her into the Kamui space and take her away. Too naive. Tear it. An electric light shot out in an instant, the sharpest and fastest blade in the world. Boom. Obito immediately gave up Kushina and quickly hollowed himself, avoiding the blow. If he wants to touch others, he has to materialize. Of course Qianyu knew this kind of information. Obito's figure appeared again, already on the other side of the room. Actually, can I see through the flaws in my technique? How can it be? At this time, Lake Biwa was already panicked and hurriedly shouted at another Anbu female ninja. Quick, go and inform Master Hokage. Yes, the Anbu female ninja was about to rush out, but suddenly Obito appeared in front of her, and her life was ended in a frustration. You, hiss. The next moment Lake Biwa was killed by Obito's sudden attack. Qianyu did not intercept. These people and forces belong directly to Sarutobi Hiruzen, and to him, they are nothing more than enemies. He doesn't have so much sympathy. Did you not make a move? Obito sneered. As expected, he belongs to the Uchiha clan. Cruel cruel. Boom. Suddenly, his voice has not yet finished, he has already appeared behind Qianyu, and he stabs down fiercely. Brother Qianyu. However, Uchiha Qianyu has long been transformed into a thunder and lightning, and the whole dissipated. What? This is lightning-style shadow clone. No, it's not. I can see clearly, it is indeed his entity. But, why can the hollow be dissipated? For a while, Obito was shocked. Is this your ability? It's a pity, the speed is still too slow. Qianyu had already appeared behind Obito in the next instant, and a thunder pierced fiercely. Puncture Obito's whole body in an instant. Obito snorted, there was a hollow in his body. However, his body is white Zetsu, and this blow is not deadly. What a Uchiha Qianyu. It's so amazing. I really underestimated you. Qianyu smiled slightly, just about to say something, suddenly. Kushina screamed, and suddenly, a frenzied shadow of a fierce beast wielding 9 tails frantically appeared on the wall behind her. 9 tails, Qianyu exclaimed. He knew that because Kushina had just finished production and saw the fighting and killing intent between herself and Obito, she was too worried about herself and finally caused the seal to be completely broken. 9 tails, finally breaking the seal and coming again. Chapter 30. Advertise here. The next moment. Roar. The legendary natural disaster. The 9 big-tailed beasts are definitely the most terrifying and powerful one. A terrifying beast that can cause mountains and tsunamis. 9 tails, finally born. Kushina's face was pale, and as the seal was broken, the whole person fell into absolute weakness. Oops. Qianyu frowned. As Jinchuriki, once the tail beast breaks the seal, he will die. Of course he knew that Kushina was a descendant of the Uzumaki clan, so he would not die immediately, but it was also very dangerous. Certainly. It's not impossible. That is, re-seal 9 tails into Kushina's body. He immediately moved his eyes and changed to red. 3 Tomo Sharingan. Oh, 3 Guyu. It's a pity. The mysterious masked man Obito immediately revealed a Sharingan, however, it changed directly to Mangekyo Sharingan. Control. Qianyu sneered. Mangekyo Sharingan. Open. Suddenly, the 3 Guyu violently rotated, and his eyes instantly turned into Mangekyo Sharingan. What? Did you turn on Mangekyo Sharingan? The two were competing for the ability to use Mangekyo Sharingan to manipulate 9 tails. However, Obito sneered. You may have awakened Mangekyo Sharingan, but after all, you have not prepared for the control of the tail beast, so. I won. Rumble. 9 tails is finally born. Suddenly, just one body soared, and the entire delivery room was turned into ruins in an instant. Roar. 9 tails roars up to the sky. In an instant, the sky fell apart. The entire forest outside Konoha was instantly destroyed and turned into a piece of shreds. The earth is cracked, the rocks are broken, the world is shaking. The terrifying ferocity and roar instantly shocked everyone. And in Konoha village, the people who were sleeping were also shocked to wake up instantly. All the ninjas noticed the vision in an instant, and they were immediately shocked. They looked out of the village, but were suddenly shocked by the same shock. That's 9 tails. 9 tails attacked the village. Quick, tell Mr. Hokage quickly. Now, of course, Sarutobi Hiruzen has already noticed it. Master Hokage. 9 tails suddenly appeared outside the village. I'm afraid they will come and invade the village soon. The Anbu ninja appeared immediately with a sigh, and reported on his knees. Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned. Unexpectedly, it still appeared. Immediately summon the Anbu elite ninjas and go to the entrances of the village to intercept them. 9 tails must not be allowed to harm the safety of the village. Yes, Master Hokage. Where is Danzo? Master Hokage, for the time being. Master Danzo can't be contacted. Sarutobi Hiruzen's face is extremely gloomy. Huh, I got it. Ask Minato to come and see me. Yes. The other side. Qianyu said angrily. You are looking for death. Obito sneered darkly. Well, Uchiha Qianyu. I admit that you are really good, I am afraid I may not be your opponent, but now. What do you want to do with 9 tails? Boom. In the next moment, suddenly. On Obito's body, endless black thunder and lightning suddenly descended. What is this? Rumble. The frantic slash, the frantic black thunder, smashed his body fiercely. What? Obito screamed, half of his body was completely bloody. What's more terrifying is that the black thunder seems to be able to penetrate into the body infinitely, destroying the vitality of all the cells in the body. Amaterasu. No, it's not. Faster than Amaterasu. Even scarier. Obito screamed, made a decisive decision, and immediately half of his body began to break away from his body. That is, the body of White Zetsu. Rumble. Half of White Zetsu's body has been completely turned into coke by the black lightning. However, Obito is finally out of the crisis of death. But, just giving up half of his body in this way, his vitality was immediately injured, and he gasped wildly. What are your moves? Qianyu sneered. You are not qualified to know. What he just launched is naturally Mangekyo Sharingan's ability. Left eye, the strongest lightning style plus fire style. Fudu Yuhun. The black thunder fire can endlessly destroy the vitality of the target at the focus of the vision, penetrate into the body, and break all cells. Obito immediately noticed the fear. Strong fear. The fear of death. Escape. For the first time, such an idea came to him in his heart. However, he just started hollow, and suddenly, a strong sense of crisis filled the whole body, the next moment. Whoosh. Qianyu has actually appeared behind him. What? Body flicker technique. Impossible. This is space-time ninjutsu. Gods. Sanctions. Boom. A terrifying beam of thunderbolt shot out violently from behind Obito. Just for a moment, the thunder beam burst out, piercing his entire body, and even pierced the remaining Konoha forest again. Puff. Obito spit out a big mouthful of blood, and his whole body was dying instantly. Die. Qianyu's final blow was to directly activate physical skills. Marine 6 styles, Thunder Fruit, Armament Haki, +8 inner gates formation. Boom. One punch. Obito's whole body was shattered. Chapter 31. Advertise here. Is it dead? Qianyu looked at Uchiha Obito, who turned into dust and frowned slightly. But the next moment, there was a sudden move in his heart. No, this feeling is Izanagi. The next moment, Uchiha Obito's body appeared in the void again, but his vitality has been greatly injured, almost dying. Do you even know Izanagi? This is also an absolute forbidden technique in the Uchiha clan. Qianyu glanced at it and knew. He launched Izanagi before launching his final physical attack, and paid the price of losing the light of one eye. But it's not the Kamui's Sharingan. Otherwise, it is impossible for him to use Kamui to show up now. However, precisely because he launched Izanagi at the last minute, so he can only recover to the state it was a moment ago. That is, only half of his body was left to be killed by Qianyu, and the tragic state of being punished by God. It's just a sigh of relief. What a Uchiha Qianyu. I admit it. However, I have another whole card. Roar. At this moment, Ninetales is frantically raging outside Konoha village. Obito faded gently into the void. Qianyu was about to pursue, suddenly. Kushina woke up. He was busy taking care of Kushina. Kushina, how is it? I'm fine, but I feel very weak. Our children. Qianyu held Naruto in his arms. Don't worry, Naruto is safe and fine. Where is the masked man? I've been beaten away. He was deeply wounded and dying. He should not be able to do evil tonight. Kushina smiled slightly. My husband really is the best in the world. Qianyu sighed. Unfortunately, the Ninetales chaos has not been prevented. Brother Qianyu, no need to say more about Kushina. I will stop Ninetales immediately and seal it in your body again. Nothing will happen. Kushina smiled softly. Well, I believe you, husband. Qianyu held Kushina and Naruto and gently appeared at the top of a big tree in the forest. Not far away, Ninetales is already frantically raging towards Konoha village. And at the moment, the Anbu elite ninja of Konoha village, under the order of Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, has desperately blocked the attack of Ninetales. Mangekyo Sharingan. Gao Tianyuan. Shout. Qianyu launched Mangekyo Sharingan again. His eyes were looking straight in the direction of the Uchiha clan in Konoha village. The next moment, he immediately appeared in the Uchiha clan. This is space-time ninjutsu. Husband, is this the ability you gained after turning on Mangekyo Sharingan? Good. Qianyu thought for a while and came to Fugaku's house. However, Fugaku is not at home. Of course, at this time, he must be fighting outside. The one who opened the door was Uchiha Makoto, Qianyu, and Kushina. This is your child. Qianyu hurriedly said. I have no time to talk more. Makoto, Kushina and Naruto temporarily entrust you to take care of them. Makoto hurriedly said. Don't worry, I will try my best to protect them. Well, where is the patriarch? He received an order from 3rd Hokage to call a garrison to patrol the entire village, evacuate the crowd, and prevent casualties caused by the invasion of Ninetales. Qianyu shouted angrily. At this time, the most likely to control Ninetales and prevent him from harming the village is the Uchiha clan. But Sarutobi Hiruzen, let Fugaku take the guard to do the work of evacuation. The distrust of the Uchiha clan has basically reached its peak. Even more than the danger to the village. At this moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen is no longer worthy of being a Hokage. Qianyu sneered, but didn't have time to think too much at this time. After handing Kushina and Naruto to Makoto, he is about to leave in a hurry. At this time, Uchiha Itachi also walked out holding Uchiha Sasuke. He nodded to Qianyu, and seemed to be saying that he would protect Naruto's safety. Qianyu left immediately. Now, Kushina's life is at stake. The only way is to reseal Ninetales into her body. Only to be able to save her life. Ninetales. Seal it as soon as possible. At this moment, not good. Ninetales has entered the village. Block it. You must block it. However, no matter how these ninjas shout and scream, how crazy they attack. They are not rivals of Ninetales after all. Ninetales screamed suddenly, blowing away countless ninjas. With a light wave of the claw, the earth will be broken and the earth will be shaken. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. At this time, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen finally started. Come out, Saruman. Did Ninetales unlock the seal, Hiruzen? Yes. It must be sent out of the village first. Become King Kong wishful stick. Good. Sarutobi Hiruzen violently swung the ape demon that changed into a diamond wand, slammed and roared, and the diamond wand became instantly, with a bang. It turned out to push Ninetales out of the village again. Ninetales was furious and roared, and the entire village's outer defenses were completely shattered in an instant. Where's Minato? At this time, the man finally appeared. He summoning produced Toad Wentai, and wanted to temporarily suppress Ninetales. However, Toad Wentai was also shocked when he saw Ninetales, and couldn't help it. Boom. Toad Wenta, and Namikaze Minato, who was on top of Wenta's head, were slapped by Ninetales at the same time. Damn it. No way. Namikaze Minato was beaten up. Can't hold it. 9 tails. Too powerful. No one can beat it. At this time, whoosh, a figure appeared beside them. No, not appearing, but flash, fly away. That's Uchiha Qianyu. It's Qianyu finally appeared. Great, we are saved. Konoha village is saved. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Namikaze Minato frowned. What is he going to do? Do you want to fight 9 tails on your own? Uchiha Qianyu, save Konoha village. Chapter 32. Advertise here. 9 tails was pushed out of Konoha village by Sarutobi Hiruzen. Being provoked by Toad Bunta and Namikaze Minato again, he was already furious. Boom. He roared and blew away all the nearest ninjas. Then, suddenly, looked up and looked at the sky. Hiss. The terrifying chakra skyrocketed in an instant. Crazy compression and cohesion. Then, what is that? Sarutobi Hiruzen and Namikaze Minato were shocked. That's Tailed Beast Bomb. Everyone was shocked. Although they don't know what Tailed Beast Bomb is, the sense of oppression that is terrifying to the ultimate makes everyone feel the same. And Sarutobi Hiruzen, who knew the terrifying power of Tailed Beast Bomb, was even more stunned. Namikaze Minato frowned and said, you can only use Flying Thunder God technique to transfer the Tailed Beast Bomb. Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at him and nodded. Minato, although the 9 tails chaos is a disaster this time, it may not be your chance. As long as you behave well enough, the position of 4th Hokage is no problem. Go, this is the best time for you to perform. Yes, Lord 3rd Hokage. Namikaze Minato just about to move. The Tailed Beast Bomb of 9 tails has skyrocketed to its limit. Seeing that it will burst out, this time, I am afraid that half of Konoha village will be destroyed and turned into rubble. However, at this extremely critical moment, whoosh. A soft sound. A figure has appeared above 9 tails' head. That's Time and Space Ninjutsu. Who is it? It flew directly above 9 tails' head. What is that man? It's Uchiha Qianyu. Master Qianyu has taken action. Fast speed. Faster than Namikaze Minato. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Namikaze Minato were shocked. Uchiha Qianyu. What the hell is going to do? Does he think he can suppress Tailed Beast Bomb? Ding dong. Congratulations to host for signing in at the System Refresh place. Get great rewards. However, Qianyu at this time has no time to hear what he said about rewards. Tailed Beast Bomb is about to burst out soon. Little 9 tails, dare to make a mistake in front of me. Marine 6 styles. Armament Haki. First generation Sage Body. Thunder Fruit. 8 Inner Gates Formation. Open all. At this moment, it condensed into a terrifying offensive that reached the ultimate. Combining all the blessings of Qianyu's physical skills. Day Tiger. Marine 6 styles. Add skills. Armament Haki. Increase strength. First generation Sage Body. Increase strength. Thunder Fruit. Increase speed and lightning power. 8 Inner Gates Formation. Increase all power by dozens of times and hundreds of times. This blow. It's called Day Tiger, but it is many times stronger than Day Tiger. It is a thunder beast with black armament Haki and thunder flames shining. Boom. Just a blow. Punch. 9 tails' entire huge body and head were bombarded and fell suddenly. Rumble. The entire 9 tails was violently beaten on the ground. The entire Konoha forest and the large tracts of land outside are all cracked and shattered. And the Tailed Beast Bomb that was just about to explode was hit directly on the ground by this blow. Just beside 9 tails' mouth, a fierce roar exploded. Boom. All of a sudden, within 1,000 li, the ground shook and the mountains collapsed. All the ninjas felt the violent shaking and couldn't help falling to the ground. The terrifying 9 tails Tailed Beast Bomb turned the entire Konoha forest into ruins, and on the ground, there was a horrible pit with a radius of hundreds of miles. It's as huge as a deep crater made by a meteorite crashing and bombarding the earth. That's Master Qianyu, knocked down the 9 tails with one blow. 9 tails Tailed Beast Bomb was directly hit by Lord Qianyu and exploded near the body. At this moment, it is tantamount to asking for trouble. Even if he is 9 tails, he will be seriously injured. Master Qianyu, long live. For a while, although all the ninjas collapsed to the ground, they couldn't help but cheered. Crazy screaming Qianyu's name. This man, under the terrorist threat of 9 tails Tailed Beast Bomb, saved their lives and saved the entire Konoha village. For a time, a boiling heat flow rose in everyone's hearts. The blood is raging. Since then, Qianyu's name has become an absolute patron saint. Synonymous with heroes. Roar. 9 tails struggling to stand up suddenly, the huge body is full of scars. But, after all, he is an aggregate of chakra in the world, and chakra is unparalleled in its sheer size. Soon, he madly repaired his injury and roared again. In the eyes of 9 tails, red light shone. That is Mangekyo Sharingan, Obito, from the secret technique of 9 tails manipulation taught by Madara. Summoning Kurama, Qianyu sneered. Then unlock the contract manipulation first. Boom. Qianyu slammed a punch on the top of 9 tails' head. At the same time, runes of sealing secrets appeared on 9 tails. The contract seal. It is the sealing secret of the Uzumaki family that Qianyu learned from Kushina. Seal of the contract. This seal can contact all the contractual connections between the caster and the summoning beast. In an instant, the red light in Nine-Tails' eyes disappeared. At this moment, Uchiha Obito, who was hiding in the distance for an unknown number of miles, suddenly changed his face. What? Untied the contract with summoning. That's the sealing technique of the Uzumaki clan. Damn it. Obito instantly understood that the Nine-Tails chaos he planned this time had been completely broken. When he came to Konoha, his first purpose was to capture Nine-Tails. As for destroying Konoha or declaring war on whom, that is just an incidental purpose. Therefore, even if he himself was seriously injured by Qianyu and was almost dying, as long as he didn't really die, he was not desperate. But now, even the summoning technique of Nine-Tails has been unlocked, and the purpose of capturing Nine-Tails by myself is completely defeated. Uchiha Qianyu. Damn. Uchiha Obito looked up to the sky and roared, but he was helpless. Chapter 33. Advertise here. Seeing his purpose, Uchiha Obito was completely broken, and his heart was desperate and angry. However, he was helpless. At least now, he is very clear in his heart. It is definitely not Uchiha Qianyu's opponent. Then, his figure disappeared again from a distance. He completely quit the Nine-Tails chaos this time. On the other hand, even though Qianyu unlocked the seal of the contract, Nine-Tails, who had recovered his sanity, did not stop because of this, but became even more frantic and angry. He has been sealed by Konoha village for decades. Once freedom is restored, how can it be possible to avenge Konoha village without destroying it? Damn Konoha village. Damn ninjas. All to die for me. Nine-Tails roared, and the terrifying aura burst out suddenly, causing the earth to crack apart. The wind is coming. Many ninjas are dancing with their clothes blowing. Only Qianyu stood calmly on the head of Nine-Tails. Nine-Tails roared frantically, slammed its tail, and blasted towards Qianyu. The kid of the Uchiha clan. These eyes again. Nine-Tails has been controlled by the Uchiha clan many times, and it can be said to hate the Uchiha clan very much. However, he patted it with this paw. I am afraid that a small mountain will be blown away. But Qianyu only turned into lightning in an instant, and his own bombardment didn't have any effect at all. On the contrary, his tail was hit by the lightning, and he felt slightly paralyzed. Qianyu turned into lightning and flew into the sky in an instant, then raised his arm. His eyes were cold. God's sanctions. Boom. A horrible pillar of thunder that was tens of meters thick, smashed down from above the sky. In the middle of Nine-Tails. Rumble. The whole land burst open again, and the surrounding forest trees were all turned into coke. The air seemed to be struck by thunder and lightning, making a horrible crackling sound. Nine-Tails was even hit directly, and the hair all over his body smelled of burnt. Hiss. Hiss. Nine-Tails was even more furious. Only monkeys jumping around. Die to me. He looked up at the sky, and suddenly, the violent chakra compressed crazily again. Tailed beast bomb. Want to do this trick? I really don't remember to hit. Qianyu turned into lightning in an instant, and quickly swept over the head of Nine-Tails, suddenly. Another fist. It is a terrifying blow that combines all of his physical skills, plus armament Haki, thunder fruit, and sage body. Thunder beast day tiger. Boom. Qianyu's speed is so fast that no one can match it. Nine-Tails chakra and tailed beast bomb are scary, but it still takes time to burst out, so. Rumble. Nine-Tails' head was hit again and crashed. The whole body bombarded the ground fiercely again. And the tailed beast bomb, which had not yet been compressed, also violently scattered, shaking the whole world to the ground again. The strength of Nine-Tails is growing, and there is no way to face Qianyu, who is the fastest. Can't fight, but it can only be reduced to a target that Qianyu hits everywhere. However, Nine-Tails is Nine-Tails after all. Even if you are beaten in this way, it is not easy to be maimed. However, Qianyu's purpose is to reseal Nine-Tails into Kushina's body. If you don't maim him first, it won't be so easy. So, beat Nine-Tails. 200 million volts. Thor. Boom. Qianyu instantly developed the power of Thunder Fruit to its maximum. Incarnate into the 200 million volt Thor. Reach out a hand, the terrifying thunder pours down violently. Like a storm, rumbling, violently bombarding Nine-Tails. 30 million volts. Thunderbird. 60 million volts. Thunder Beast. Rumble. The terrifying thunder and lightning turned into a bird and a thunder beast, violently tearing the world and the void, and slashing fiercely on the body of the tail beast. Nine-Tails suddenly uttered an angry roar. Boom. His tail danced fiercely, instantly blasting thunderbirds and beasts in the torrent of thunder. But Qianyu had already fallen elsewhere at this moment. 8 inner gates formation. 7th gate. Shocking gate. Open. Rumble. The breath of horror skyrocketed again in an instant. In an instant, Qianyu's strength soared dozens of times. Toward the peacock. Crazy flames and thunder pouring down again, like a meteorite falling, hitting Nine-Tails fiercely. Roar. Nine-Tails roared, an air cannon swept away everything in front of it. He knew that he had to rely on Tailed Beast Bomb, and the time was too slow to hit the opponent. So I didn't deliberately use Tailed Beast Bomb. Anyway, for Nine-Tails, as long as it can touch the opponent, even any move is deadly. But Qianyu has already flashed to another place. Day Tiger. Boom. A fierce fist turned into a tiger, and hit Nine Tails' head fiercely. Qianyu used his many abilities to make Nine Tails miserable. Although Nine Tails was extremely violent, it couldn't beat Qianyu at all, and could only be passively beaten. Seeing that Nine Tails was beaten into a rage, but finally started to feel a little tired, Qianyu knew. The time has come. Again. Seal Nine Tails. Chapter 34. Advertise here. Mangekyo Sharingan. Seeing that the time was almost up, Qianyu immediately activated his Mangekyo Sharingan. Shout. The violent rotation of the three-go jade turned into Mangekyo Sharingan in an instant. Nine Tails was stared at by these eyes, and instantly his mind was slightly unconscious. One of Sharingan's ability is to control the tail beast. However, Qianyu just about to successfully manipulate Nine Tails, the next moment, Nine Tails suddenly wakes up. Amidst the anger, he roared, and the sound shook the sky. The kid of the Uchiha clan, still want to continue to control me. Boom. He roared, and the air bomb alone caused the whole earth to crack again and the mountain collapsed. Konoha's guardian army had to work together to display the earth-style earth flow wall to withstand the explosive power of this roar. Qianyu's heart moved. Although he has Mangekyo Sharingan, he doesn't know the trick to completely manipulate Nine Tails summoning Kurama. Today, I am afraid that only two people in the entire world know, that is, Uchiha Madara and Uchiha Obito. If it is a normal tail beast, Qianyu's pupil power can definitely be completely controlled. But the other party is Nine Tails after all. The most powerful tail beast. Moreover, he has been manipulated by Sharingan many times, and he seems to have the ability and experience to fight. Seeing that Sharingan was unsuccessful, Qianyu flew out in an instant, avoiding his sharp edge for the time being. He looked back at Konoha village. Looking at the clan land of the Uchiha clan. Looking in the direction where Kushina is. Can't delay any longer. If Nine Tails cannot be sealed into Kushina's body as soon as possible, I am afraid she will. Suddenly, at this moment, Qianyu's heart moved. Seems to be aware of something. It's so effortless at all. At this time, I can't care about so much. Nine Tails, look at it. Snapped. Qianyu snapped his hands together. The terrifying Sage Body Chakra burst out instantly. Today, he once again signed the Fusion First Generation Sage Body, which has evolved to 30%. And his hands clasped together, the power that burst out, it turned out to be. That's. Sarutobi Hiruzen's pipe fell to the ground instantly. Namikaze Minato was stunned. All the other ninjas were shocked to see. Qianyu shouted coldly and solemnly. Wood style. The tree world is born. Boom. The earth began to tremble. The rocks are cracked. Infinite gully spreads out. Countless towering trees, branches and leaves, vines, madly surging from the ground. The Konoha forest, which had disappeared, seemed to be reborn again in an instant. In an instant, the huge body of Nine Tails was completely obliterated. Sarutobi Hiruzen was stunned. That's Master First Hokage. Wood style secret technique. On the other side, Shimura Danzo was also shocked. Wood style. Does it incorporate First Hokage's cells? No, it's impossible. Only I and Orochimaru have this resource, and it is absolutely impossible to expose it to the little ghosts of the Uchiha clan. What is his wood style? However, no matter how they thought about it, all the ninjas jumped up crazy when they saw Qianyu showing wood style. Everyone knows that there are only two secret techniques that can control Nine Tails. Sharingan, and wood style. And now, Qianyu is actually all masters. What are you afraid of in this Nine Tails chaos? Roar. Nine Tails roared fiercely, and the hatred and anger in his eyes became even more terrifying. It seems that this wood style secret technique reminds him of the battle with First Hokage. Well, it is by no means a pleasant memory. Rumble. Countless trees were once again raged and destroyed by him. However, immediately there were more branches and vines madly twisting and bounding his body. Moreover, this wood style even has the ability to suppress and devour chakra. Even Nine Tails cannot ignore it. But he was raging crazily, and for a while, the birth of the tree world could not completely restrain him. As expected of Nine Tails. But, snapped. Qianyu once again activated the wood style secret technique. Wood style. Wooden golem jutsu. Rumble. The vast wood style chakra was compressed and condensed in an instant, and turned into a huge wooden golem colossus. Even, comparable to the huge body of Nine Tails. Boom. Wooden golem slammed out and hit Nine Tails on the head. Rumble. Nine Tails was even blown out by this punch. What a powerful force, as expected of First Hokage's sage body and wood style secret art. It deserves to be a weapon against the tail beast. Nine Tails roared and raged. However, at this moment, Qianyu clapped his hands suddenly. Wood style. 10th Edict on Enlightenment. Boom. Wooden golem suddenly jumped into the air and slammed it towards Nine Tails. Boom. This palm hit the body of Nine Tails, and in the palm of the hand, a huge seed appeared. The violent wood-style chakra poured in instantly. Nine Tails' wild roaring eyes suddenly fell silent. It seems that the whole is stuck in sluggishness. Then, slowly closed his eyes. It turned out to be directly suppressed by this trick 10th Edict on Enlightenment. That is, First Hokage tames the wood-style secret art of Nine Tails. 10th Edict on Enlightenment. Nine Tails is completely suppressed. Nine Tails has lost consciousness. Long live Qianyu. When many ninjas saw Nine Tails fell into a deep sleep, they screamed frantically in an instant. Qianyu lightly landed on top of the sleeping Nine Tails, under the moonlight. That back figure seems to show invincible resources. For a while, the worship of all Konoha shinobi people has skyrocketed. Chapter 35. Advertise here. Sarutobi Hiruzen's forehead rolled with cold sweat. It's not only because Qianyu succeeded in practicing the wood-style secret technique for the first generation. And, seeing the worship and admiration of all the ninjas around, the crazy posture. Suddenly he realized that he was afraid that all his plans would be frustrated. He looked at Namikaze Minato on the side. Namikaze Minato is also looking at him. The two looked at each other, both of them sighed, their faces were very gloomy. Originally, in this Nine Tails chaos, Sarutobi Hiruzen's plan was to let Namikaze Minato suppress Nine Tails, and once again made a remarkable achievement, so that his prestige among everyone in Konoha village skyrocketed. In that way, the seat of 4th Hokage would be his. However, who could have imagined that all the limelight in the Nine Tails chaos was completely taken away by that man this time? Uchiha Qianyu. Shimura Danzo also trembled slightly, frightened. But Qianyu at this moment does not have as many thoughts as they have. Quick, Nine Tails must be sealed again as soon as possible. Whoosh. In an instant, his figure disappeared from the body of Nine Tails. Mangekyo Sharingan's ability. Right eye. Gao Tianyuan. In an instant he has appeared at Uchiha Fugaku's home. Where is Kushina? Uchiha Makoto hurriedly said. Yes, she is already very weak. Qianyu rushed in immediately and hugged Kushina and Naruto in her arms. Whoosh. In the next moment, he disappeared again and reappeared on the body of Nine Tails. Kushina. Qianyu. Brother. Kushina struggled to open her eyes and smiled slightly. Qianyu calmly said. No need to say Kushina, I will immediately seal Nine Tails into your body again. Good. Kushina shook her head again. However, I am too weak now. I'm afraid, I can't bear the completely sealed Nine Tails. Qianyu's heart moved. Could it be? Do you want to seal Nine Tails separately like the original story? Okay, Kushina, I can separate the yin and yang chakra from Nine Tails and seal him in your and my body separately. Kushina shook her head. Qianyu, although you are extremely powerful, you are not from the Uzumaki clan. Sealing Nine Tails is not appropriate for you. Kushina, don't you mean? The couple looked at Naruto. She was still sleeping sweetly at the moment. I don't know what happened outside. Kushina smiled softly. Don't worry, Qianyu, trust our daughter. Qianyu sighed and nodded. He is not the original Namikaze Minato. Naruto will not be Naruto either. With him, even if half of Nine Tails is sealed on Naruto, she will never suffer anymore. Nine Tails. It will only be a big help for Naruto. Thinking of this, Qianyu finally launched the secret technique of the Uzumaki clan. 8-sign seal. For a moment, Nine Tails' huge body instantly transformed into the form of chakra, dragged out by the powerful seal secretary. Half was re-sealed into Kushina's body. The other half is sealed in Uchiha Naruto's body. At this time, Nine Tails is still struggling. It seems that some consciousness has been awakened. However, with Qianyu's wood style and Sharingan ability, he couldn't resist at all. Kurama, seal me obediently. If you move any more, don't blame me for being impolite. Nine Tails was stunned for a moment when he heard his name. Then it roared frantically. Kurama, do you want to die? Nine Tails suddenly remembered the scene just now. Although he is not afraid of anyone, even Qianyu who has just beaten himself up. Because he is almost immortal. But, if it has been controlled by the other party using the secret techniques of Sharingan and wood style in turn. That's worse than death. Therefore, even though he was furious, he could only endure it. Then, seal. 8-sign seal is successful. Nine Tails chakra is divided into yin and yang, which are sealed in the bodies of Kushina and daughter Naruto, respectively. Kushina's face suddenly recovered a lot. Brother Qianyu. I'm fine. Qianyu was relieved now. He knows that this Nine Tails chaos has finally passed. Qianyu embraced his wife and daughter and instantly returned to Konoha village. In the entire Konoha village, there was a burst of cheers at this time. Everyone, including ninjas and civilians, was screaming Qianyu's name frantically. At this moment, Uchiha Qianyu's name has even surpassed the still-in-place 3rd Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen himself. The corners of Sarutobi Hiruzen's mouth twitched slightly. However, seeing Qianyu returning, he could barely squeeze a smile. Qianyu. Hard work. Qianyu glanced at him and nodded calmly. Nothing. Kushina is all right. Well, I have sealed Nine Tails again. Many ninjas looked at the Kushina mother and daughter in his arms. Before that, few people actually knew that Nine Tails Jinchuriki was Kushina. But from then on, the entire Konoha village will know about this. But, who would have any prejudice against Kushina because of this? After all, her husband is Uchiha Qianyu, the biggest hero of this Konoha village. 3rd generation, Kushina and Naruto need to rest now, I will go back first. He took a word and returned home with Kushina and Naruto. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Namikaze Minato glanced at each other, their faces were extremely gloomy. Chapter 36. Advertise here. Back home, Qianyu put Kushina and Naruto on the bed temporarily, and let the mother and daughter rest well. And he can finally take a breath. Suddenly, he thought of. Successfully checked in again just now. Signed in on 9 tails, I don't know what rewards I got. Although, he already knew that there was a wood-style secret technique for the first generation. System, check the reward you just signed in. Ding dong. Congratulations to host for signing into the new location on the body of 9 tails. Sign in at the location refreshed by the system and get a generous reward. Congratulations to host for getting. The development progress of Mangekyo Sharingan has increased by 10%, and the current progress of Mangekyo Sharingan is 20%. The power of Pudu Yuhun doubled. The number of teleports cast by Gao Tianyuan has been increased to 3 times. The use interval is shortened to 2 minutes. Congratulations to host for getting. The progress of first generation Sage Body has been increased by 10%, and the current integration of Sage Body is 30%. Congratulations to host for obtaining first generation's wood style secret art. Get the wood style, the birth technique of the tree world. Get the wood style, the birthday technique of the flower and tree world. Get wood style, wooden golem jutsu. Get wood style, wood dragon technique. Get wood style, wood expulsion jutsu. Get wood style, laughing Buddha jutsu. Congratulations to the 8 inner gates formation development progress increased by 10%, the current progress is 80%. Congratulations to host Thunder Fruit's ability development progress increased by 10%, and the current progress is 90%. Gain new Thunder Fruit abilities. Lei Ying. Qianyu couldn't help being overjoyed after reading it. Great rewards. The power of both eyes Mangekyo Sharingan has doubled. The Black Thunder power of Budu Yuhun doubled. The number of teleports for Gao Tianyuan has been increased to 3 times. The interval has been shortened to 2 minutes. If you keep improving, isn't it possible to use it at will? Wherever the field of vision sees, there is no need to seal any teleport. In addition, the fusion power of Sage Body has increased to 30%. His chakra is getting bigger and bigger, it can be called a little tail beast. And the wood-style secret technique obtained is even more powerful than ever. Basically includes all the wood-style secrets of first Hokage. 8 inner gates formation has also increased to 80%. I'm afraid it will take 90% to open the last door, let's die. But, even if it is turned on, you can't use it at will. As for the ability of Thunder Fruit, it has been developed to 90%. Lei Ying. This is Enel's ultimate nirvana. It was originally necessary to use his arc proverbs to display this kind of foreign object. Turning the power of the thunder above the sky into a dark ball of lightning, under one blow, an island is destroyed, and a city is not a problem at all. And now, I can show it on my own without borrowing any external force. This power, absolutely comparable to Tailed Beast Bomb. I don't know how much power will be improved if the development reaches 100%. Obviously by now, his Thunder Fruit development has surpassed Enel. After all, Qianyu does not need to use the Arc's proverbs to cast Lei Ying. Seeing his soaring power, Qianyu became more confident. With his current strength, popularity, prestige, achievements. The position of 4th Hokage is simply at your fingertips. Although he doesn't care about these, but just let the old guys like 3rd Hokage fall to nothing, just let them cry. That is my purpose. After that, a month later. The periphery of Konoha, destroyed by the Nine Tails chaos, gradually returned to life. The jungle was completely destroyed, but the birth of the tree world cast by Qianyu made it flourish again. And the fortifications on the periphery have also been repaired and perfected. The guardian barrier of Konoha village has also been remade and strengthened. The storm of the Nine Tails chaos seems to have completely passed away. However, in the dark, there is a raging tide. Around the chaos of Nine Tails, there are many things that have not been found out. First, who is that mysterious masked man? Why can he easily invade Konoha village directly through the guardian barrier? Why did he know that Kushina is Nine Tails Jinchuriki? Knowing that when she gave birth, it was when the seal was the weakest. Why does he know the date and location of Kushina production? What is his purpose for launching the Nine Tails chaos? And after Sarutobi Hiruzen and many Konoha executives, Elite Jonin discussed. Finally came to a terrible conclusion. The mysterious masked man is probably a legendary character who had once been an enemy of first Hokage. Uchiha Madara. Hearing this name, all those present in the meeting were frightened. This kind of character basically belongs to the level of mythology and legend. The so-called Jonin, even the shadow, is completely vulnerable in front of him. Sarutobi Hiruzen took a puff of his pipe. However, I can't confirm that it is him. If it were him, I am afraid Qianyu would not be able to easily repel him. Shimura Danzo said coldly. That's not necessarily. Even if Uchiha Madara is still alive, it must be a dying year. Maybe there is not much power left. Also a possibility. In any case, it is really terrifying to have such an enemy staring at Konoha at any time. At this moment, as the middle name of the country of fire, he suddenly spoke. So at this time, Konoha village needs a hardline leader, doesn't it? Master Third Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen's face changed. But he nodded and said, Daimyo is right. I was about to abdicate, but among the several candidates, I have been hesitating about who is more suitable, so. The daimyo smiled slightly. I don't think there are any questions, right? The position of fourth Hokage undoubtedly belongs to Uchiha Qianyu. Chapter 37. Advertise here. As soon as this sentence came out, the whole venue was suddenly silent. Subsequently, everyone who supported Qianyu smiled and nodded silently. And the people of third generation looked gloomy. However, even these opposition parties have to admit, Qianyu is indeed the most qualified person. However, in any case, how can a Uchiha become the fourth Hokage? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked as usual, nodded calmly and said, Qianyu. The old man agrees too. Everyone looked at him. Did you even agree with third Hokage? Then say. Qianyu's seat must be firmly established. However, at this moment, suddenly, a voice came. Shimura Danzo. He walked out of the darkness. Sorry, Lord Daimyo, Lord Hokage, advisors, high-level officials of Fire Country and Konoha Village, elite Jonin, patriarchs of major families. I, Shimura Danzo, resolutely protest Uchiha Qianyu as the fourth Hokage. For a moment, everyone was stunned, and then they looked at Danzo. Qianyu also smiled slightly. What a double read. Shimura Danzo is obviously a piece of third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. One sang red face and the other sang white face. This double read is very slippery. The daimyo frowned slightly and looked at Shimura Danzo. Oh, Shimura Danzo at the root. Why do you oppose Qianyu being a Hokage? In terms of strength, he is the first person in the Uchiha clan. Even in the entire Konoha village, he is one of the few absolute masters. In terms of prestige, I am afraid that the entire Konoha village ninjas and civilians adore him and everyone admires him. In terms of credit, he killed Kurigakure's 7 ninjas in the Third Ninja War, the leader Ching, and the old guy Onoki, forcing the army of Iwagakure back. It can be said that it was the power of oneself that ended the entire Third Ninja World War. Then, in the Nine Tails chaos that just passed, it was even more so that Nine Tails was suppressed and sealed again to protect the safety of the entire village. Why can't such a character be Hokage? Shimura Danzo said coldly. Master Da Ming, the reason I object is because Nine Tails chaos. Oh, everyone was shocked instantly. The daimyo was also taken aback. The Nine Tails chaos. Isn't that what Qianyu calmed down? Isn't this a credit, but a black spot? Danzo said coldly. Not bad. Why? Everyone turned their heads to look at Danzo and listened quietly. Only Qianyu was alone, dismissive of it. Of course he knows third generation and Danzo's abacus. But, he doesn't care. Danzo said in a deep voice, Master Da Ming, the backbone of Konoha village, everyone can think about it. Who is it that can control Nine Tails and start this Nine Tails chaos? Everyone looked at each other, then was silent for a moment, and began to talk. Danzo sneered. Undoubtedly, I think everyone knows that there are only 2 types of ninja world that can control the power of the tail beast. 1. The wood-style secret technique of Master First Hokage. And since the death of first generation, no one can be a master. Of course, we also saw it once, and that was Qianyu himself when he was in control of Nine Tails. And the other one, it's Sharingan. Everyone is looking in the direction of the Uchiha clan. Look at Uchiha Fugaku. Look at Uchiha Qianyu. Da Ming's heart moved. Danzo, do you mean that Qianyu himself initiated the Nine Tails chaos? Danzo sneered. It may not be. Everyone was dead silent, looking at Qianyu together. Qianyu dismissed it and looked at Danzo with a sneer. Don't even bother to answer. Danzo said angrily. Qianyu. Don't you come out and explain. Qianyu said indifferently. If anyone offends me, he will double it back. But if I was bitten by a dog, do I want to bite it back? For a while, everyone was shocked. This, Qianyu's words, is he going to tear his face with Danzo directly? Danzo suddenly furious. You, what did you say? After all, he is also the veteran of Konoha village, and along with second Hokage, he has made a lot of credit for Konoha village. Regarding age, seniority, they are not comparable to a young man like Qianyu. But Qianyu pointed his nose to curse. You said I am. Everyone, if he didn't feel ashamed, why did he insult me? Qianyu stood up slowly. Everyone's heart suddenly shocked. Everyone knows Qianyu's strength. If he really wants to break out here, I am afraid that the entire meeting will be difficult to end. But Qianyu didn't do it. He just gave Danzo a cold look. Nine Tails Jinchuriki, it is my wife Kushina who sealed this brutal tail beast. And once the tail beast breaks the seal, Jinchuriki will definitely die. Will I let my wife's life be ignored? That's something that can't be done. Those who have such thoughts are simply awkward. I said you Danzo is barking, what's the problem? If it is said that Qianyu's strength and prestige were not enough to directly conflict with the third generation group. So now, he has already succeeded, and he will no longer fear anyone, any influence. The front is tough. It's awkward. Chapter 38. Advertise here. After hearing Qianyu's words, everyone was shaken. But if you think about it carefully, you know that everything he said is true. Even if Qianyu is really a careerist, but how could you make a joke about the life of your newly married wife? Jinchuriki, who seals the tail beast, will undoubtedly die once the tail beast breaks its seal. This is the iron law. Although, Kushina was barely able to support it because of the super vitality of the Uzumaki clan, and Qianyu sealed half of the 9 tails back in time to survive. But, no one knew before, it would end like this. Qianyu himself is absolutely impossible to be 100% sure. So, how could he do this? Moreover, just thinking about it this way is simply not a normal human idea. As a result, everyone looked at Danzo, suddenly full of contempt. It is not clear to everyone that Danzo did, but some of it was indeed for Konoha. But at this time, everyone seemed to understand, maybe he was so gloomy in his heart. Daming couldn't help nodding, and looked at Danzo contemptuously. Danzo, Qianyu's words, although a bit too extreme, but the truth is right. How could he make fun of his wife's life? Danzo's face flushed after being scolded for a while, and he trembled with anger. However, in the face of everyone's questions, he was already on the line and had to send it. There is no turning back. And Qianyu's face is torn from the front. Master Daming. Backbone. What if Qianyu is such a careerist? How many heroes have abandoned their wives and children for Chengde? Even their biological parents can abandon them. It's cruel, but it's not uncommon. Everyone thought secretly in their hearts. That's what a despicable little guy like Danzo would do. How could Qianyu be such a person? But everyone still looked at Qianyu. Qianyu sneered. Danzo, good point. But I want to ask, those heroes who don't hesitate to abandon their wives and children must have big plans. Then why should I release 9 tails at the cost of my wife's life? What can I do? Everyone was taken aback, then all nodded and said yes. Yes, Qianyu's release of 9 tails will not do him any good at all. On the position of Hokage, I am not bragging. At this time, no one can compare with me. Even Minato, in terms of merit and prestige, I will dominate him. Speaking of this, even Danzo has to admit it. On the whole family, the whole village, the 9 tails chaos is nothing but a curse. 9 tails is an unparalleled danger to my family and to me personally. Excuse me, I risked my wife's life to release 9 tails, what benefit can I get? Danzo was stunned for a while. Dumbfounded. Speechless. Everyone was convinced. Qianyu's words are undoubtedly right, there is no flaw in it. No one will take great risks and do things that do no good. Sarutobi Hiruzen gave Danzo a cold look. Danzo gritted his teeth and could only fight to the death. Qianyu, although you say that the position of Hokage is readily available, it is not safe after all. As long as you settle the 9 tails chaos, it's like this moment, no one will doubt your qualifications. It's for this line of victory that you released 9 tails. Release 9 tails by myself and calm down by myself. This is called Qian. Qianyu sneered. It really is an old thing who can't understand people. I have already said that if I am for 4th Hokage, I can get it without the chaos of 9 tails. It's just to increase that little chance, but use the life of his wife to take risks. Is this something that people can do? I'm afraid, only you, Danzo, a beast with a human face and a beast can do it. Everyone was happy, but they didn't dare to laugh. All of them were suffocating hard and laughing. Uchiha Fugaku is more enjoyable than ever. The Uchiha clan. In the entire Konoha village, it always seems to be beautiful, but it is actually under the oppression of 3rd Hokage, Shimura Danzo and others. However was it like this? Qianyu scolded Danzo fiercely, but the other party was unable to refute it. Happy. It's really fun. Danzo's face flushed suddenly, and he became angry from embarrassment. Qianyu. No matter how arrogant you are, you can't change a fact. That is, the only ability to control the tail beast is wood style and Sharingan. And wood style is only owned by you. Only Sharingan, only your Uchiha clan owns. Even if the murderer isn't you, I'm afraid. It's also your Uchiha clan. Suddenly, the whole venue was silent. Danzo. He finally threw the last big killer. Point the spearhead from Qianyu to the entire Uchiha clan. For a moment, everyone fell silent. How sensitive is this topic? All the people present are human spirits, of course they know it well. It can be said that since the establishment of Konoha village, the conflict between Konoha village and Uchiha clan has existed. From the defection of Uchiha Madara to the battle between him and 1st Hokage. From 2nd Hokage's creation of the police force, to the Uchiha clan taking on important policing positions. Then to the turbulent confrontation, conspiracy, hatred in the dark all the time. It can be said that this is the real biggest worry of Konoha village. And seeing the looks of the people, Qianyu of course also knows the attitude of the people and even the entire Konoha village. That is, have absolute trust in yourself. But for the Uchiha clan. Just being jealous. Qianyu sneered and slammed the table. Snapped. Everyone was shocked. What are you going to do? Chapter 39. Advertise here. Shimura Danzo. You old dog. Don't think that when you are old, you can spray dung, talk nonsense, and slander us Uchiha. Qianyu faced Danzo, shouting angrily. You. Danzo was so angry, but You said that only me, the Uchiha clan, can manipulate Nine Tails. But I know that you and Orochimaru secretly cooperated and have been doing that cruel human experiment in secret. What is the purpose of your experiment? Isn't it the wood-style secret technique that can be manipulated by Nine Tails? When everyone heard it, their hearts were shocked. Yes, although this matter is top secret, everyone present is the backbone of Konoha village and everyone knows it. Orochimaru's human experiment is studying wood style. And Danzo is Orochimaru's biggest supporter. To say that two people have no results, I'm afraid no one will believe it. In this way, if wood style can manipulate Nine Tails, then Qianyu can. Orochimaru and Danzo himself. It is still possible. For a moment, everyone's eyes turned to Danzo. Danzo kicked back a few steps. You bullshit. This is a fact. Everyone knows it. Danzo said angrily. But, at the time Nine Tails was rioting and his eyes were red, it was the power of Sharingan. It's not wood style. In other words, it must have been manipulated by the Uchiha clan. Qianyu sneered. Oh, it's not wood style now. It's just Sharingan. But, what about Sharingan? Did you and Orochimaru's research not take the Sharingan of our Uchiha clan as an issue? When the ninja disappeared one after another, some of my Uchiha clan were among them. It is hard to guarantee that you and Orochimaru arrested me, the Uchiha clan, and then took Sharingan to study, and then did these evil deeds. Qianyu said coldly, am I wrong? Since it's all possible, one is me, I can become Hokage right away. One is you and Orochimaru who defected to Konoha village, hating Konoha village and looking for revenge. Everyone, which one is more likely? Everyone nodded for a moment. No doubt, even if you doubt Orochimaru, or even Danzo himself, the chances are 100 times greater than Qianyu's. Danzo was speechless for a while. Qianyu will not let him go. Danzo, I didn't even hold you accountable first, you turned the wicked first to sue. I want to ask. Obviously, the date and location of Kushina production are top secret. Only a few people at the top of Konoha know why it was leaked out. Why, including 3rd Hokage's wife, Lake Biwa, and other Anbu guards were killed because of this, but no one gave an explanation. Who is it that colluded with external power in secret to sneak into Konoha village silently and do such a bad thing? For a time, everyone's heart violently moved, and they dared not speak anymore. Qianyu's words were clearly asking the head of the group, but it is directed at 3rd Hokage. Because the date and location of Kushina production were personally protected by 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. And those who know all this, except Qianyu, are the few people headed by Sarutobi Hiruzen. That, everyone dared not look at the 3rd generation, but they also had some doubts in their hearts. Sarutobi Hiruzen took a pipe and sighed slyly. Qianyu, this matter is as you said, the high level of my Konoha village, there must be spies who fit inside and outside. The old man's wife died because of this incident, and the old man is also desperate for life. He immediately picked himself up and cleaned it. After all, his wife Sarutobi Lake Biwa indeed died in this battle. But, he has chosen to be clean, and Danzo. Everyone looked at Danzo. For a while, cold sweat rolled down Danzo's back. No, it's not me. Sarutobi Hiruzen coughed. This matter, the old man will naturally find out, and will give Qianyu and the death of Lake Biwa an explanation. However, in addition to the old man and Danzo, there are indeed some Anbu people who knew about this, and it may not be that they were spies who were killed by that mysterious man. In short, the old man will find out about this matter, and he doesn't need to be identified as Danzo, so that the real murderer will get away with it. Qianyu sneered. When you doubted Danzo, you rushed out to find out. When Danzo doubted me and Uchiha. The daimyo patted his forehead with the folding fan. It seems that there are many secrets behind the Nine Tails chaos. What do you think? For a time, everyone had different opinions. The faction that supports Qianyu is of course that Qianyu is a hero and is absolutely qualified to be a Hokage. The opposing faction hinted at the danger of the Uchiha clan. There was a lot of noise and chaos for a while. Even some people who were neutral and biased towards Qianyu suddenly realized. He is a member of the Uchiha clan after all. The daimyo and other senior officials also hesitated. For a time, the Hokage candidates' agreement reached a deadlock. The daimyo had to announce that the meeting was temporarily adjourned, allowing everyone to continue to consider and discuss. Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo took a deep look at Qianyu. Turned around and left. Qianyu knew that this time. I really broke my face with each other. Qianyu. At this moment, someone behind him called out. Chapter 40. Advertise here. Uchiha Fugaku. He called Qianyu and walked forward. Patriarch. Fugaku sighed. Qianyu, do you understand everyone's attitude? Of course Qianyu knew it well and nodded slightly. Maybe I am in awe of you, but for us Uchiha clan. I'm afraid the attitude has never changed. Okay, I know. Fugaku patted him on the shoulder. However, I also support your attitude today. Even if you tear your face apart, it is much better than being suppressed and humiliated by these people all the time. Qianyu sneered. It's not a complete tear. The old fox from 3rd generation still hides behind the scenes. The fox's tail will not be easily exposed. It's just letting the old dog Danzo bite in front. Fugaku also sneered. Danzo. What he did to us Uchiha is even more unforgivable. Qianyu smiled. Patriarch, rest assured, the doomsday of this old dog. Not far. Qianyu, don't worry, I have my own opinion. Fugaku smiled. Well, I absolutely trust you. Time flies. Accompanied by the temporary shelving of 4th Hokage candidate. Investigations surrounding the chaos of Nine Tails are also underway. However, because of Danzo's condemnation that day, although everyone admired Qianyu very much, the doubts about the Uchiha clan still caused the transfer of Hokage to a deadlock. And 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen still continues to control the situation. This man's love for power can be said to be unparalleled. In Hokage's office, Shimura Danzo finally couldn't bear it. Hiruzen, you must do something to the Uchiha clan. If this continues, Konoha village will really have a Hokage of the Uchiha clan. Sarutobi Hiruzen sneered. Do you think I would like to see this scene? But now, Uchiha Qianyu has become a general trend. Attacking him at this time is tantamount to asking for trouble. Should you just let him grow bigger step by step? Of course not. However, this is the end of the matter. I am afraid that ordinary conspiracies can no longer stop him. So, I must also think about it. Danzo said angrily. When you think about it, Uchiha Qianyu is already 4th Hokage. I don't care, I have to act. Danzo, what are you going to do? You don't need to worry about it, just leave this to me. Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen slammed the table, but Danzo had already walked out. Does he want to? With a move in his heart, he couldn't help but give birth to a trace of awe-inspiring. This time, Qianyu and Kushina are taking care of Naruto at home. Having inherited the talents of her parents, Naruto is not only very cute and always smiling, but also. I'm afraid the talent of ninjutsu is even more amazing. On the other hand, Qianyu is also cultivating the power of the Uchiha clan. He has been preparing for the final war. On my own side, apart from myself and Uchiha Fugaku, there is no other peak combat power. However, he is confident that by himself, he can cope with the peak combat power of the opponent. But the backbone has become the key. The Jonin of the Uchiha clan, in addition to the more powerful 8 generations, Daohuo and Tiehuo, there are more than a dozen. And Chunin is less than 100. It seems to be very powerful, but compared to the entire Konoha village, it is still insignificant. The 3 disciples Qianyu brought with him. Aoki. Red fire. Flowing gold. As Chunin, they have gradually grown up. Coupled with Qianyu's personal guidance, and each possesses the 7 ninja swords, the strength has been infinitely close to Jonin. This day, Qianyu, Kushina and Naruto went to the Fugaku family as guests. Makoto and Kushina each held their children and chatted together. And Fugaku and Qianyu were drinking together. By the way, where's Itachi? Fugaku was taken aback and sighed. He has often been close to Shisui recently. Qianyu frowned. Patriarch, this is not a good thing, you should understand. Of course I understand, but I also said before that Itachi is very precocious, and sometimes even I can't see through his thoughts. But he is still a child after all, and it is easy to be fooled, and Uchiha Shisui, as you know, he is the heir of the so-called Will of Fire. Fugaku nodded. I know, but, after all, Itachi is also my child. Between the family and the village, I would not choose to sacrifice the family anyway. Qianyu couldn't help laughing wryly, sighed and shook his head. Fugaku, you really set up a good flag. Patriarch, I have to tell you this matter seriously. Uchiha Itachi must not be treated with common sense. If you can't persuade him well, he might do something that you can't control. I will regret it then. Fugaku was silent for a moment. Had to take a sip of wine and nodded. I see. However, Qianyu sighed. How much did he understand? Whether it would have a real impact on Uchiha Itachi and change his original thoughts, Qianyu was not sure. He himself, after all, can't directly discipline other people's children. But, Uchiha Shisui, how is he now? Fugaku frowned. Since losing to you in that battle, he seems to have kept a low profile a lot and has been doing things silently in Anbu. And, it should have been ordered by Sarutobi Hiruzen to watch me secretly. Is it? Qianyu sneered. I'm afraid, he is the next target. Fugaku was shocked. Qianyu, you mean? Chapter 41. Advertise here. This day, Uchiha Shisui, who has just finished monitoring Fugaku, is about to go back to Anbu. He did not monitor Fugaku. Because, Uchiha Qianyu is there. He sighed and flew away instantly. However, halfway through, in a hidden corner, several people appeared in front of him. With his strength, he naturally discovered it immediately. Who is it? A headed man walked out. It's Shimura Danzo. Master Danzo, is it you? Uchiha Shisui. Danzo's tone made Uchiha Shisui a little wary. Although he is the old partner of 3rd Hokage, but his relationship with the purpose of 3rd generation is very delicate. Even if they are called villages, they often do things differently. Therefore, Shisui, who is loyal to 3rd Hokage, has a subtle attitude towards Danzo. Master Danzo, what's the matter? Danzo said coldly. I want to ask you, for the Uchiha clan. How do you think about it? Uchiha Shisui was silent. Master Danzo, what do you mean? Although you are also from the Uchiha clan, but Hiruzen seems to have always trusted you. Shisui nodded. Yes, this is the respect of 3rd Hokage-sama. Of course, I am absolutely loyal to the village, not limited to the family. The will of fire is the light that illuminates the village. Shimura Danzo sneered slightly. The will of fire. Well said. Then, you should also know that there is bound to be a battle between the village and the Uchiha clan. Shisui's pupils moved slightly. Okay, I know. Then, how would you choose? Uchiha Shisui took a deep breath. Master Danzo, whose will are you asking me this sentence on behalf of? Danzo smiled. It doesn't represent anyone, it's just me asking you. Shisui said. No matter who it is, my answer will always be the same. I am Shisui from the Uchiha clan, but I am even Uchiha Shisui from Konoha village. Danzo smiled. What a Uchiha Shisui. I see, so you can sacrifice everything for the sake of the village, right? Shisui said calmly. I can. Very good, then. In order to calm the Uchiha clan and to stabilize the entire Konoha village, I need your eyes. Take them. Give it to me. Danzo suddenly changed his face. Shisui was shocked. Huh, Lord Danzo, what are you going to do? As long as you have your eyes, and distinguished heavenly gods, the strongest illusion in your pupils, I can directly manipulate the will of the Uchiha clan and make them loyal to Konoha. Isn't that bad? Best of both worlds, Shisui said coldly. Does this order come from Lord 3rd Hokage? No, but, since you are loyal to Konoha, isn't it the same? No, Lord Danzo, I can't accept it. Oh, that would be a shame. Do it. In an instant, the roots behind Danzo flew out and attacked Uchiha Shisui. How could Shisui easily admit defeat? He only took out kunai, relying on the extremely powerful body flicker technique, and soon subdued the 2 root ninjas in the front. But soon, more ninjas besieged. Master Danzo, then forgive me for being rude. Instantly Shisui arrived in an instant. Danzo couldn't react for a while. Whoosh, Shisui has come to Danzo, but it didn't kill him. Only, the eyes turned in an instant, turning into Mangekyo Sharingan, and an illusion was cast in an instant. Danzo suddenly fell into a daze. Catch the thief first. Master Danzo, I'm sorry, my eyes and will are loyal to Master 3rd Hokage. It's not you. Uchiha Shisui trapped Danzo with an illusion, and was not ready to continue doing it, so he left and reported it to the 3rd generation. At this time, is it? Next moment, Danzo suddenly reappeared in front of Shisui. Shisui was shocked. How is it possible? I actually cracked my illusion. Izanagi. Danzo used this forbidden technique to crack Shisui's illusion and caught him by surprise. Your eyes. It's mine. However, at this moment. Hiss. A thunder light fell violently from the sky. Rumble. It hit Danzo's body directly and fiercely. What? He screamed, and the whole person was suddenly smashed into a terrible way. Boom. He immediately backed away and looked at the people coming. Who is it? The visitor sneered slightly and looked at him indifferently. Uchiha Qianyu. Danzo was taken aback, he was stunned. It's true that whoever is most afraid of will come. Moreover, the most terrifying thing is, beside Uchiha Qianyu, there were 3 other people. Ino Shika-cho. In other words, what I wanted to capture Shisui's eyes was not only seen by Qianyu, but also by the patriarchs of these 3 families. Exposed. Danzo, what else do you have to say? Qianyu sneered. Even Ino Shika-cho looked at Danzo contemptuously at this time. Shot against a companion in the same village. This is an unforgivable crime. Danzo fell into an ice cellar for an instant, shaking all over. Uchiha Qianyu, I want you to die. He roared like crazy, and attacked Qianyu. Chapter 42. Advertise here. Wind style. Vacuum sphere. Boom. Danzo immediately launched his own ninjutsu. Wind style. Vacuum sphere. The extremely fast wind style chakra spit out from the mouth, forming a bullet-like strafing bombardment. Qianyu just sneered slightly. Small bugs, dare to show off in front of me. Qianyu doesn't evade at all. Bang bang bang. Wind-style vacuum sphere bombarded his body. Suddenly, the holes pierced one by one. But then, his entire body turned into thunder and lightning, and disappeared in place. What? Danzo's heart suddenly moved, and a strong warning came. Danger. Boom. He immediately retreated quickly, but late. God's sanction. Boom. A strong and thick thunder slammed down. Just a blow. Danzo suddenly turned into coke. Ino Shika-cho was also taken aback. Shouldn't. Did you just hack it to death? But the next moment. Suddenly, Danzo appeared on the spot again. Izanagi. Qianyu's heart moved. It stands to reason that Danzo at this time simply cannot have so many Sharingan. Of course, he just used Izanagi to deal with Shisui, indicating that he had already got Sharingan before Uchiha's genocide. This is also normal. After all, he has experienced several wars in the ninja world, and it is not difficult to have Sharingan from the Uchiha clan in his hands. But the problem is, he has a few now. But, it's all the same. Under Qianyu's fierce attack, even if Danzo launches Izanagi, he is just lingering on the air. Wind style. Vacuum big jade. Boom. The cannonball-like wind style chakra came suddenly. Qianyu sent it casually, also wind style. Air cannon. Bombarded. The two collided, and a horrible sound of tearing broke out. However, how can Danzo's chakra amount compete with Qianyu? In an instant, the opponent's vacuum jade was blasted away, and the air cannon blasted away fiercely. Danzo evaded immediately, but he hadn't had time to gain a foothold. Pudu Yuhun. Laugh, laugh, laugh. A series of black thunders tore through the void and slammed once again on Danzo's body. That is, Qianyu's left eye Mangekyo Sharingan's ability. Pudu Yuhun. So strong. It seems to be much stronger than before against Nine Tails. The black thunder strikes directly, the speed is so fast that there is no way to avoid it. Moreover, once struck by thunder and lightning, the thunder and lightning will turn into endless small black lightning, which directly erodes the human body and destroys all the cells in the body. Until death. Danzo yelled immediately. Boom. Half of the body suddenly turned into a big tree. First Hokage's wood-style secret technique. Wood-style. Thrusting spear. His entire right arm and half of his body turned into a towering tree, and quickly separated from the body. As a result, he finally escaped from the endless erosion of black thunder and escaped his life. However, the wood-style thrusting spear quickly withered and turned into coke. Danzo gasped heavily. This is the first-generation wood-style cell obtained in a secret experiment between him and Orochimaru. Only, once this trick is used, it also means that his vitality is greatly injured. Chakra suffered heavy losses. Qianyu couldn't help but smile helplessly. That's it. Does he only have 2 Sharingan now? Can I only activate Izanagi twice? Otherwise, the thrusting spear, which is self-defeating 800, would not be launched so quickly to escape. No wonder people say that without Sharingan with that arm, Danzo is really weak. Now it seems that it is indeed nothing more than that. Danzo sneered. You are too happy. Wood style. The roots are buried. Boom. His whole person turned into an unparalleled horror giant tree in an instant. And it spread to the whole audience in an instant. Even Uchiha Qianyu is also wrapped in it. Then. Crazy devouring all chakra and life. As soon as this move is played, there will be no more chakra and life in the entire field. It is Shimura Danzo's ultimate kill. The big move to die together. Boom. With a sound, the roots of the tree burst. Qianyu and Danzo disappeared into the darkness completely covered by tree roots at the same time. Then, all turned into nothingness. However, the next moment. Danzo suddenly appeared in the same place again. And all the roots of wood style have also turned into nothingness. It's just that Qianyu disappeared. Qianyu. Ino Shikacho couldn't help being shocked. Danzo sneered, then laughed wildly. A kid from the Uchiha clan. Do you think I only have 2 Sharingan? I didn't expect the old man to have this trick. Ha 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 ha. What are you laughing at? Suddenly, a voice suddenly appeared behind Danzo. Danzo was so shocked. You are not dead yet. How can it be? Qianyu sneered, you old dog is really confused. My wood style secret is 100 times higher than yours. Do you dare to play wood style in front of me? The roots of the tree are buried, it can indeed swallow all chakra and life. But, Qianyu has the secret technique of first generation sage body and wood style. In other words, it is a little first generation. How could wood style devour his chakra and life? Danzo's move is simply to kill himself. You lose. Chapter 43. Advertise here. Boom. Qianyu slammed a punch and blasted Danzo's face fiercely. The so-called hit people but not face. However, Qianyu's hatred for Danzo has exploded, where he can manage so much. Boom, boom, boom. Punch after punch. Danzo had already exhausted chakra and was extremely weak. At this time, he was just an old guy. After being punched in the face by Qianyu like this, the whole old face was red and red in an instant. It's swollen directly. Puff. He spit out a mouthful of blood, which even contained several teeth. Uchiha Qianyu, you. Danzo said vaguely angrily. Qianyu said nothing. Boom. Another fist hit him fiercely, and half of his old face was directly drawn to blood. Danzo snorted, painful and embarrassed, and he fainted. Qianyu sneered. The 3 patriarchs Ino Shikacho, what do you think should be dealt with Danzo? The 3 Ino Shikacho glanced at each other. Naruto sighed. Danzo blatantly attacked his companions in the village. He has violated the biggest taboo of the ninja and must be strictly judged. Very good. Qianyu was originally the deputy captain of the Konoha garrison. Naturally have the right to deal with any emergencies. He immediately escorted Danzo to the location of the security forces. When Fugaku saw Qianyu's return, he smiled slightly, just about to say something, suddenly. I saw Danzo behind him. Also, the 3 chiefs of Ino Shikacho, and Uchiha Shisui. What's the matter, Qianyu? Qianyu sneered. Shimura Danzo, intending to kill Uchiha Shisui in the same village, was captured on the spot by me and the 3 patriarchs. Fugaku's heart moved. Original. What Qianyu said, Shisui's turn is the next step. That's what I mean. Fugaku immediately changed color on his face. Even in peacetime, attacking the ninjas in this village. Whether it is tolerable or unbearable. He glanced at Shisui, but Shisui looked very complicated. Qianyu said. This man has wolf ambitions and must be scrutinized carefully. What other conspiracy does he have? Nara Shiji nodded. I'll notify a busy Ibis, Konoha Village Special Jonin. Good at torture. Trial. ... At this moment, the third Hokage office. Master Hokage. Master Danzo. Sarutobi Hiruzen was taken aback, his pipe trembling slightly. Danzo. What happened? The Anbu ninja immediately said. He sneaked on Uchiha Shisui, trying to capture his eyes, but was stopped by Uchiha Qianyu, and was arrested by Qianyu in the name of murdering a ninja in the same village. What? Sarutobi Hiruzen was shocked, and the pipe in his hand fell to the ground. Danzo, you trash. Hiruzen was so angry that his lungs exploded. He thinks that he controls Shisui very well and is one of the most successful products of his own brainwashing. And Shisui's eyes are his own strategic weapon. As for Danzo, although he is his old partner, he is too scheming and ambitious. For Sarutobi Hiruzen, whoever is more in control, who is more obedient. Clear at a glance. Therefore, he has always opposed Danzo's shot against Shisui. But now, Danzo, just shoot Shisui. Actually. Failed. Moreover, it fell directly into the hands of Uchiha Qianyu. This is simply sending his arm out, letting Uchiha Qianyu chop it off for nothing. He was trembling with anger, but knew that it was impossible to ignore Danzo, and immediately said, Go to the garrison. Yes. Wait for Sarutobi Hiruzen to arrive at Konoha Security Force. But found. Almost half of the important people in the village have arrived. His heart sank, knowing that this must be what Qianyu did. Purpose. So that everyone can witness Danzo's sins. So that I, Hokage-sama, can't protect me. Seeing the arrival of Sarutobi Hiruzen, everyone saluted. Master Third Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded calmly, stepped forward and looked at the center of the crowd. Uchiha Qianyu. Qianyu, what happened? He asked hypocritically. Qianyu sneered, and talked about what had happened before. What? Danzo, he actually did such a thing. Although it is the veteran of Konoha village, the root leader, but you can't tolerate this kind of evil. Qianyu, Danzo is my old partner, but I promise by the name of Hokage that I will definitely give Shisui and Uchiha an explanation. Why don't you let me first? Mori Noi is overjoyed. Before Sarutobi Hiruzen's wishful thinking was finished, a scarred man walked out. A busy. Qianyu smiled slightly. Third generation is right. Since a veteran like Danzo can commit such a crime, I don't know how many crimes there have been secretly undiscovered. So today, I specially invited Ibis to interrogate myself. Why? For the safety of Konoha village, I think third generation will not disagree, right? The cold sweat on Sarutobi Hiruzen's forehead was dripping. This, of course, I agree. At this moment, he can only abandon his car to be handsome. Morino Ibixi nodded under everyone's gaze, walked forward, and made a seal. Summoning technique. Torture room. Chapter 44. Advertise here. Rumble. A chain of chains entangled Danzo, who had been dying. A room dedicated to interrogation was summoned by a busy in an instant. It is his secret technique. Summoning torture house. Everyone was watching silently, no one spoke. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen was furious. Even if Danzo is guilty and arrested, it's fine, but actually the whole person, especially that face, was beaten like that. There is no face left at all. Is that Danzo's face? It's just my own face. He couldn't help getting angry and looked at Qianyu. Qianyu just smiled at him. Make him even more angry. Soon, Morino Ibis has got the information in Danzo's mind. This is. Everyone was shocked by the discoloration of Morinoi's face. Danzo is a cronies of third generation purpose. Although there is a struggle between the two, it is a grasshopper on a rope after all. Danzo was caught. Does it mean that third Hokage also? Qianyu immediately said, a busy, but what did you find? Morino Ibixi immediately exposed Danzo's memory to everyone. That is, the first thing that appears first is that Danzo intends to sneak attack Shisui and seize his Sharingan. Although everyone was furious, they already knew it and were not very surprised. But soon, the scene before the Nine Tails chaos appeared. Danzo at that time, once met a man secretly. A man in a mask. Would you like to cooperate with me? How to cooperate? Start. Nine Tails chaos. Everyone was stunned and shocked. It turns out, the Nine Tails chaos is really Danzo. Nara Lujo's eyes widened. Soon, all of Danzo's evil deeds were directly exposed. Everyone's eyes on him are full of hatred and contempt. Such a character is really worthy of death. But Qianyu frowned. Because, in Danzo's memory, there is only his own evil deeds, and third Hokage is not involved at all. Sarutobi Hiruzen. He looked at the old fox Sarutobi Hiruzen, but saw an imperceptible smile on his mouth. It's the power of sealing technique. Danzo is very good at all kinds of sealing techniques, such as the seal of the tongue that can make people unable to tell their secrets. Obviously, Sarutobi Hiruzen acquiesced to Danzo's dirty tricks, but at the same time, I also laid down rules with him, that is, regarding one's own memory, it must be completely sealed with sealing technique. In this way, even if Danzo is caught, Sarutobi Hiruzen will not be exposed. What an old fox. Qianyu sneered. He looked at everyone and then at Sarutobi Hiruzen. Danzo is guilty and must be sentenced to death. Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed. Wait. Danzo has committed so many crimes, of course he was guilty of death, but after all, he also has a lot of credit, and he is one of Konoha's few old people of Yuan dynasty. Although the credit is not worth it, but at least you can reduce your sins. Qianyu sneered. Third generation, what do you mean? Don't Danzo deserve to die? No, it's just. Suddenly, two figures walked in. It's just that Danzo is also credited to Konoha. If you kill him, I'm afraid that other ninja villages will be jokes. It is the two consultants of Konoha village who are talking. Mitokado Homura, Utatane Kaharu. Qianyu sneered. Two old immortals again. These two people, Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo, are just like snakes and rats. Others don't know. Qianyu certainly knows it. On the night of genocide, these two people are also active promoters. So, third generation, two consultants, what do you want to do? Mitokado Homura said. Life imprisonment. Utatane Kaharu nodded and said, I have the same opinion. Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed. Since the two consultants also said the same, then I think. Qianyu interrupted him. I don't agree. Everyone was silent for a while. Is Qianyu going to completely break with the third generation project? Danzo attacked Shisui with the intention of murdering ninjas in the same village. This is already a heinous crime. He even more quietly united with the ninjas in the outer village to plot the Nine Tails chaos, resulting in heavy casualties in Konoha village. He almost killed my wife Kushina. And my newly born daughter. Before, I did not know how many evil deeds that endangered the village, and the sin is unforgivable. Third generation, two consultants, if this is the case, they can't be executed. Then, there is nothing fair in Konoha village. Sarutobi Hiruzen was silent. Mitokado Homura and Utatane Kaharu said coldly, we understand your mood. However, to execute a Konoha veteran, we still need to be very cautious. Qianyu, you are just the deputy captain of the security force, don't you, Lord Third Hokage, and our two consultants have not listened to it. Qianyu sneered. I want to kill. You just stop it and try it. A black thunder appeared in Qianyu's hands, which turned into the sharpest blade in the world. Boom. Qianyu violently swung the blade of thunder. Thump. Danzo's head fell to the ground instantly, and blood spurted out. And those black thunders won't even stop at all. It keeps invading, swallowing Danzo's head and body completely, destroying every cell, every inch of his body. Only a moment later, Shimura Danzo was completely turned into ashes. The death is terrible. The two consultants suddenly became furious. Chapter 45. Advertise here. Qianyu directly attacked and killed Danzo. For a while, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, and the two consultants, were furious at the same time. Qianyu sneered. Why, is it wrong to deal with a criminal with a heinous crime? The two consultants said angrily. Qianyu, you are not fourth Hokage yet. Qianyu smiled slightly. But I am the deputy captain of the security force, and it is my duty to maintain peace in Konoha village. Such a person murders his companions, kills innocent people indiscriminately, unites with outsiders, plots to cause chaos, and it is not a pity to die. I killed Qianyu, what do you want? The two consultants were suddenly angry, but they were helpless. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's face was gloomy. He took a deep breath of his pipe and looked at Qianyu. But it just said a word. Very well, Qianyu, since Danzo is dead, let this matter pass for the time being. I will send someone to take over the roots under his hands. Qianyu frowned. Oh, what does third generation plan to do with Danzo's roots? Sarutobi Hiruzen said. Of course it should be led by someone who can be trusted, and continue to contribute to my Konoha village. Qianyu sneered. I don't agree. The roots were originally Danzo's base camp. He is so frantically conspiring to fight against Konoha village. How can his subordinates get better? What do you want? Check. All must be investigated. What? Sarutobi Hiruzen, the two consultants are shocked. Do you want to connect the whole route to the end? Qianyu said. Of course. Could it be that the third generation and the two consultants will let Konoha village be harmed, and the organization that started the Nine Tails chaos will continue to survive? Is this for Konoha's sake? For a while, Sarutobi Hiruzen and the two consultants were speechless. Qianyu smiled slightly and looked at Ino Shikacho, and other high-level officials. What do you think? Ino Shikacho said. This matter is indeed as Qianyu said. Danzo even did not hesitate to collude with outsiders to start the Nine Tails riot, and to harm the village. It is indeed more than guilty. Furthermore, the roots, as his own personal power, should of course be strictly censored. The other big families, Konoha executives, also expressed their support. It shows how unpopular Danzo is in the village. Qianyu smiled slightly. Sarutobi Hiruzen can only resentfully said. Very well, then. I will let Anbu check this out. I will definitely give the village an explanation to everyone. Qianyu said indifferently. In this matter, my Konoha security force must also participate in it at the same time. Qianyu, can't you trust the old man? No, but I caught Danzo. He has also targeted me Uchiha many times. As the garrison of Konoha village, we have the responsibility to thoroughly investigate his den. Sarutobi Hiruzen trembled slightly. That's right. Although he was so angry, he couldn't refute it. Then. Afterwards, Qianyu and Uchiha Fugaku, together with Anbu's men, thoroughly checked the entire route. All route members must be reviewed. Those who had cooperated with Danzo in the chaos were all imprisoned. The entire route is basically annihilated. There are only some people who have not had time to do evil. But they were all under the control of the Konoha garrison. Danzo and the whole route. Since then it becomes history. Qianyu killed Danzo with thunder, and completely removed the roots. For a time, his usual prestige, combined with the majesty of the moment, became the absolute leader who made the entire Konoha village awe and respect. Soon, after the final resolution 4th Hokage conference, almost 60 to 70% of the patriarchs of the major families directly recommend and approve Qianyu as Hokage. The other neutral forces almost all support Qianyu. Under such popular sentiment, even the third-generation project Sarutobi Hiruzen, plus those high-level people, such as 2 consultants, Mitokado Homura, Udatane Kaharu. The opposition of these people and their support for Namikaze Minato were all in vain. Behind Qianyu, the first is the entire Uchiha clan. Desperate absolute support. Then, it was the support of Ino Shikacho, the support of major families, and the support of neutral ninjas. Of course, there is also the love and awe of all Konoha village civilians. On the other hand, Namikaze Minato. But it was only recommended by the third-generation project Sarutobi Hiruzen, 2 consultants, and Sarutobi Hiruzen's trusted family, and the support of Anbu and other forces. The situation has completely turned into a one-sided situation. Daming knew that Qianyu's succession was unstoppable. Then, I announced that the candidate for 4th Hokage is Uchiha Qianyu. As soon as the final decision came out, everyone breathed a sigh of relief, and then they stood up and applauded. Qianyu smiled slightly and stood up. Thank you everyone. I will lead the village to a stronger front. At this time, Sarutobi Hiruzen stood up suddenly. Wait, the old man has something to say. Chapter 46. Advertise here. Everyone looked at the third generation, the old man who had lost the name of Hokage. Sarutobi Hiruzen, he said calmly. Although the old man also agrees with Uchiha Qianyu as 4th Hokage, but he is still too young after all, so please allow the old man to act as a consultant and continue to assist Qianyu. When everyone heard it, their expressions suddenly changed. What help? This is simply not wanting to delegate power. Before, he clearly stated that he was responsible for the losses in the 3 wars and must abdicate, but he has been delayed until now. After the loss of Namikaze Minato, which he supported, he turned to be a consultant and continued to be in power. This old thing, the desire for power is simply unwilling to give up. However, Sarutobi Hiruzen, after all, is still very prestigious in the village. He is the Hokage with the longest reign, and there are still many confidants, and many families still support and recognize him. What's more, he still has his own power. For example, Anbu. If you rashly conflict with him, it must be the split of the entire village. So, the daimyo said indifferently. In that case, I don't have any comments. Although he is a big name, he is actually just an honorary position. To put it bluntly, everyone's decision determines everything. He just said it. Qianyu had already expected this scene, but only smiled. Call. Everyone was relieved. What they fear most is that Qianyu really clashes with third generation. Then, Konoha village is really out of control. But Qianyu sneered. I have become a Hokage, so picking up these old guys is not easy. The overall situation is set. So, 3 days later. Throughout Konoha village, a grand Hokage succession ceremony was held. All the civilians, ninjas, including other representatives of the ninja village, come to participate. This is an unprecedented event. Major families, Uchiha, Ino Shikacho, Aburame, Hyuga, Inuzuka. All are also present. Anbu, the garrison, is even brighter and darker, maintaining the order and safety of the scene. Master 3rd Hokage is here. With a shout, Sarutobi Hiruzen walked out from behind the scenes. With a smile on his face, he couldn't see the anger in his heart at all, and waved at everyone. Sarutobi Hiruzen is still popular after all, so the crowd below cheered. And then, the successor of Konoha village 4th Hokage. Uchiha Qianyu. Boom. The whole scene suddenly roared with thunderous applause. Cheers are thunderous. Everyone cheered and celebrated. I don't know how many people are screaming and shouting crazily. Qianyu. 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 Master 4th Hokage. The hero of Konoha village. Seeing this scene, Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't help but feel cold. What a Uchiha Qianyu, who has such a terrifying prestige. Qianyu smiled slightly, stepped forward from behind the scenes, and waved to everyone in the same way. Sarutobi Hiruzen forced a smile. Qianyu, the position of Hokage in Konoha village, the old man will rest assured to leave it to you. From then on, the responsibility of protecting Konoha falls on your shoulders. The old man believes in you, he will do a better job than the old man. Qianyu smiled and said calmly, yes. Sarutobi Hiruzen couldn't help but froze for a moment, and then became so angry that he was so angry. I'll just make a polite remark, you don't even save me a bit of face, just admit it. Although I was angry, I couldn't come out. Sarutobi Hiruzen gave a long sigh, took off the Hokage cap from the top of his head, and tremblingly handed it to Qianyu. Qianyu took it and smiled at him. Then, put it on my head. He has already changed Hokage's robe and cloak. The 5 characters of 4th Hokage on the back are particularly eye-catching. Now, wearing the Hokage hat is an announcement to the world of ninja. The 4th Hokage of Konoha village. Born. His name is Uchiha Qianyu. Qianyu waved his big hand towards the entire Konoha village below. Everyone. 4th Hokage, Uchiha Qianyu announces his inauguration. For a while, the whole audience suddenly cheered and cheered like thunder. The entire Konoha village has become a carnival ocean. And the audience. Kushina is holding Naruto and looking at Qianyu with a gentle smile. Naruto, that's your father, 4th Hokage of Konoha village. When you grow up, you will definitely be as strong and handsome as dad. Naruto tilted her head and blinked her eyes. She couldn't understand her mother's words at all. But there was still a smile. On the other side, Uchiha Fugaku looks very complicated. Who can think of people from the Uchiha clan can become the position of Hokage? Although Konoha village was founded by Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara, but from beginning to end, the Uchiha clan has never gained real control. From first generation, to second generation, to third generation. To the Uchiha clan, the attitude of suppression, surveillance, and hostility has always been adopted. As a result, the entire Konoha village is also hostile to the Uchiha clan. Fortunately, Qianyu turned out. The fate of the Uchiha clan is very different from now on. Bright future. The other big families also have their own thoughts, but most of them are very supportive of Qianyu. Only, Sarutobi Hiruzen, and his supporters, looked extremely gloomy. But it was completely annihilated in the ocean of carnival. Qianyu glanced at him and sneered slightly. It's time to rectify your old things. Chapter 47. Advertise here. Konoha village 4th Hokage. Uchiha Qianyu. As soon as this news came out, other forces changed one after another. The first is Kurigakure, who has a deep hatred with Konoha village now. Kurigakure at this time is in the legendary blood fog. It was originally very dark and brutal, extremely bloody, and because of the failure of the Third Ninja World War. The domestic power is very weak. Even the 7 ninja swords, the legendary national treasure of the water country, are all lost. One of Mizukage's right-hand man, Shing, was also killed. And there is only one murderer behind these 2 major losses. It is Uchiha Qianyu. But now, he is relying on these credits to ascend the 4th Hokage position. It is conceivable what the mood of everyone in the water country at this moment is. But, at this time, the 4th Mizukage Yagura had already been controlled by Uchiha Obito. As a result, the Blood Mist village has become even worse, and the domestic ninjas have also defected and defected. Uchiha Obito's move was to a large extent in order to avenge the hatred of the country of water that killed Lin Yi Yuan. On the other side, the land that once fought against Konoha village. 2 Libra Onogi smiled. Is that the little ghost of the Uchiha clan named Qianyu? So young has become a Hokage. However, I do appreciate him a little bit. It's better than the old fox of 3rd generation Sarutobi Hiruzen. Isshin only knows to be greedy for power and to play with political means. But in this way, I'm afraid Konoha village will be more difficult to deal with, right? Onoki's son Huang Tu frowned and said. Onoki smiled slightly. No, this is better. After Qianyu came to power, whether for the contradiction between the Uchiha clan and Konoha village, or to consolidate his position as Hokage, he would inevitably reuse the younger generation of ninjas, and this would inevitably lead to conflicts with Sarutobi Hiruzen. Unless this civil unrest in Konoha village is resolved, it will never develop and grow. So, let's just wait and see what happens. The real disaster in Konoha village has just begun. Huang Tu smiled. Master Tsuchikage is right. And at this moment, in the Kingdom of Thunder, Killer Bee couldn't help but be surprised. Isn't 4th Hokage the Yellow Flash? I didn't expect it, unexpectedly. Oh yeah, however, that Yellow Flash is so powerful, it's not appropriate to Hokage. 4th Raikage also frowned. Fool. Namikaze Minato is so powerful that he can't be a Hokage. It can only show that the kid named Uchiha Qianyu. It's harder to deal with. Killer Bee left a drop of cold sweat. Hey, really? Nonsense. Anything is good. As long as it doesn't affect my singing career, it's the best. Oh yeah. 4th Raikage. Take me a punch. The country of wind. The Uchiha clan, can they become Hokage? 4th Kazekage Rosa frowned. However, the storm in the country of fire has not passed, but has just begun. This is a good thing for our country of wind. Just take this opportunity to develop and grow. Yashimaru nodded. Yes, Master Fengiying. How about the experimental product that One-Tail Shuhei sealed? It seems, it's still not satisfactory. Is it? Luo Sha's heart moved slightly. It seems that I should try another Jinchuriki. He looked at his own son. Gaara. and in the heartland of several big countries. A small country called Rain Shinobi Village. The rain is continuous all year round, and moisture is permeated everywhere. The 6 figures walked slowly into the rain curtain like this. And behind them, a legend just died, known as the ninja demigod. Hanzo of the Salamander. This man who used to fight Jiraiya, Tsunade and Orochimaru on his own. I personally bestowed them the title of Konoha Sannin. Once, it was called an invincible existence. At the same time, he is also the absolute leader of Rain Shinobi Village. But now, he died in the hands of those 6 mysterious figures. Walk through the rain curtain. Among the 6 figures, in the most loyal position, there is a man with yellow hair, looking up at the sky. The rain drops on his face. He didn't care at all. Yahiko, I have killed that man for you. However, this is just the beginning. His eyes opened gently in the rain. It turned out to be a wave of waves. The legendary Rinnegan belongs to the founder of Ninja World, the Eye of God possessed by Sage of 6 Paths. At this time, another figure seemed to come to meet them. It is a woman with a small blue flower on her head. Is Hanzo dead? Oh, very well, I heard. The Konoha village Danzo who colluded with Hanzo also died. Oh, that's really a double happiness. Konan paused slightly. Konoha village has also replaced a new Hokage, a man named Uchiha Qianyu. Pain 6 Paths was indifferent. It doesn't matter, whoever makes Hokage is the same. No. It's different. Suddenly, the void twisted. The figure of a man suddenly appeared from the rain curtain. Pain's heart moved slightly. His Yuhu-free technique did not even notice the arrival of the people. This person is no small thing. Who are you? The man with the mask smiled slightly. It's just someone who wants to work with you to develop Shao's organization. Pain said coldly. No need. Obito showed a mysterious smile. Perhaps there are conditions in my hand that you can't refuse. Huh, what is it? Chapter 48. Advertise here. After Qianyu became 4th Hokage, he immediately launched a series of measures. Resolutely. First, the Konoha garrison was integrated. After he himself stepped down as the deputy captain, he gave this position to Uchiha Yatsushiro. The 8 generations of Uchiha, the veteran of the garrison, not only has extraordinary skills, but also has unparalleled analytical and leadership skills. Even Fugaku values him very much. In addition, Uchiha Rice Fire and Uchiha Iron Fire also lead the team and are responsible for the security of the entire Konoha village. Fugaku continued to serve as the captain of the police force. The Uchiha clan has gradually developed and grown. On the other hand, Sarutobi Hiruzen intends to ask Namikaze Minato to be the captain of Anbu and lead Anbu. But it was rejected by Qianyu. The reason is, Namikaze Minato is a powerful force in Konoha village, so you should not only be responsible for secret missions. Of course Sarutobi Hiruzen knew that this was just Qianyu's excuse. But he was helpless. Because what Qianyu said was the truth. But he can't let Namikaze Minato just do various tasks. That kind of ninja, no matter how powerful, is just a tool of Hokage. So Sarutobi Hiruzen insisted on striving. Qianyu smiled. Of course he knew that Namikaze Minato was from Sarutobi Hiruzen, and he couldn't win it no matter what he did. Therefore, his refusal is just a bargaining chip. And his purpose, it is to transfer some people from Anbu and put them under their control. Sarutobi Hiruzen had no choice but to agree. After all, a Namikaze Minato is so important to him. And the person Qianyu selected was Kakashi. Qianyu and some other outstanding young people were also recruited by Qianyu as confidants. For example, Might Guy. Because he was rescued by Qianyu before, he has always admired Qianyu. It was even more exciting to witness him becoming Hokage. Thinking of being active in front of him, Guy's blood burned a long time ago. And Kakashi is also very grateful to Qianyu for his previous enlightenment, including that Jiraiya's Book of Heaven. Therefore, he was also very happy to join Qianyu's ranks. Qianyu also absorbed young people from other big families. Of course, it also includes the Uchiha clan and his 3 disciples. Aoki, Red Fire, Flowing Gold, and all these outstanding young ninjas were led and trained by Qianyu himself. And set up a new organization. Named Bud. It means the future pillar talent of Konoha village. Nowadays, I am growing up sturdily in the sunshine. Even Qianyu was still in the roots, unearthed Yamato, and followed Kakashi and others on missions. Yamato was originally in awe of Kakashi, but now he is naturally convinced. The destruction of the roots. The establishment of Bud. It marks the coming of a new era in Konoha village. And Sarutobi Hiruzen, of course, it is impossible to fail to see Qianyu's purpose. If it is said that he represents the strength of the older generation of Konoha village and the attachment to power and position, he refuses to let go. Then Qianyu represents the new strength. Like the rising sun, like a bud, full of vitality and endless potential. Qianyu is to use the establishment of Bud to announce the old people like Sarutobi Hiruzen are old. Sarutobi Hiruzen was naturally angry. But he can't help it. His 2 right-hand men, Namikaze Minato, although saved, became Anbu's new captain. But Qianyu lost a large part of Anbu's power. As for the other, Uchiha Shisui, But Qianyu was directly imprisoned in secret in the name of protection. Qianyu's reason is, there are probably not a few people who covet Shisui's binocular ability like Danzo. And his strongest illusion, distinguished heavenly gods, is too powerful. Once it is used by the enemy, the consequences will be disastrous. So, in order to protect his safety, Qianyu let him live in Naga Shrine temporarily. The guards are responsible for all weather protection. No contact with anyone is allowed. In this way, Sarutobi Hiruzen once again lost an arm. But he is quietly cultivating Shisui's successor. That is, deeply influenced by Shisui, Uchiha Itachi. He also pulled Uchiha Itachi into Anbu and became his new chess piece. In this regard, even Uchiha Itachi's biological father, Uchiha Fugaku, is very helpless. If Qianyu launches directly at this time, it will not be too difficult to kill Sarutobi Hiruzen. However, Anbu under Sarutobi Hiruzen, including Namikaze Minato, is equally talented. If you start a war rashly, you can still win. But the Uchiha clan will also suffer. And Konoha village will inevitably suffer a lot of casualties because of this civil strife. Today, he is 4th Hokage after all, and he still needs to consider if he can reduce the casualties. Not to mention, Qianyu sneered, if you kill Sarutobi Hiruzen like this, it would be too cheap for him. Qianyu wants him to watch. Step by step, his power was completely disintegrated. In the end, all alone, all rebels, and died tragically and helplessly. And at this moment, another major event that affected the entire ninja world broke out. 5 Shadows Talks. Chapter 49. Advertise here. This big event, initiated by Cloud Shinobi Village and convened by the 5 great ninja countries to discuss together, immediately spread throughout the ninja world. Konoha Village, the most powerful of the 5 ninja villages, of course, must participate. The original Konoha Village is indeed the strongest. However, under the lead of the 3rd generation project, Tsunade ran away, Orochimaru defected, Jiraiya wandered around and left the village. In the legend, Konoha's White Fang, who is comparable to Sannin, and Hitaki Shumao, even committed suicide. The 3rd generation, Sarutobi Hiruzen, continues to intensify the conflict with the Uchiha clan, leading to internal and external troubles in Konoha village, and ups and downs. After the loss of the 3rd Ninja War, Konoha village is no longer the same as it used to be. Today, Cloud Shinobi Village, which advocates the expansion of military power, is the most powerful one. This time the 5 Shadows Conference is undoubtedly a process of regaming and shuffling. As for Cloud Shinobi Village, Qianyu had just taken office, and when the 4th Hokage was held, he obviously wanted to take advantage of Yu's unstable footing and Konoha Village to plunder his own interests. This time the 5 Shadows Conference, the location. In the country of Iron. This is a village of samurai, and there are no ninjas. But their power is still strong. I chose this place deliberately because the Iron Country is relatively independent and will not favor any one of the 5 major powers. Qianyu also brought 2 guards to participate. These 2 are Kakashi and Might Guy. He deliberately chose the 2, on the one hand, to train them to and grow up as soon as possible. On the other hand, Qianyu can of course choose the Uchiha clan and is more loyal. But he wants to leave Konoha. After all, there is still a threat in the village. The strength of the Uchiha clan is best to stay in the village as much as possible. Of course, he did not forget to guard against the enemy. Qianyu found a reason and sent Namikaze Minato out, away from Konoha village. In this way, even if the 3rd generation wants to do what it wants without Shisui and Namikaze Minato, they can't do it at all. Then, Qianyu took Kakashi and Might Guy 2 guards on the road. The country of Iron. It was Samurai Mifune who presided over the entire Gokage meeting. Wait until the movies from the 5 great nations arrive at the same time. The whole meeting also kicked off immediately. The first speaker is 4th Raikage, I. What followed behind him was 8 Tails Jinchuriki Killer B. He fired at Qianyu first. As the new Hokage of Konoha village, such a young man. Is there no one else in Konoha village who can be the most important task? Besides, I don't seem to have played against you. Where is the ninja named Namikaze Minato? Qianyu smiled slightly. Raikage. Our Hokage in Konoha village has always been home to those who have the ability, who have strength, are respected, and have merit to be embraced by everyone and become Hokage. So it may not be like the Kingdom of Thunder, where the son inherits his father's legacy and passes it on from generation to generation. Raikage suddenly became furious. Qianyu's words are simply saying that he can become 4th Raikage entirely because of his identity. Son of 3rd Raikage. In fact, the Kingdom of Thunder is not passed down from generation to generation, except that 4th Raikage happens to be the son of 3rd generation. Moreover, the situation in the country of fire is not much better. However, facing Raikage now, Qianyu is certainly qualified to say such things. Because he is not a relative or disciple of any former Hokage. Hokage, what do you mean? Do you think I became Raikage by virtue of my father? Would you like to weigh my strength? Tensions. Killer B behind Raikage instantly took a step closer. At the same time, Kakashi and Guy are also close to Qianyu's right and left. Seeing that Raikage and Hokage are about to fight. As the host, Mifune coughed and hurriedly said, Well, two shadow masters, don't gossip, let's go directly to the topic. He was the host, the leader of the samurai, and both of them gave him face and gave up the argument for the time being. But then, immediately it was another crusade against Konoha village. The first is the country of water. Citrus Yagura, this man with a baby face, speaks mercilessly. Master Hokage, now the third ninja world war is over, and the 5 great nations have also signed a peace agreement. In that case, why doesn't Konoha village return the 7 ninja swords of the 7 ninjamen to our country of water? You know, that is our national treasure. Qianyu sneered. Oh, Mizukage wants to get back the 7 ninja swords. Then, you have to exchange for the same thing. What? How much has Konoha village plundered by your water country? For example, the former high-ranking youth of the water country has taken the blood of our Konoha Hyuga clan to the limit by Akugan and plundered it for himself. Citrus Yagura said angrily. Green. Master Hokage, do you dare to mention him? Didn't he die in your hands? Qianyu sneered. During the war, when the two countries fought military forces, should I be merciful if I met? Since you don't return my Konoha's things, why should I return our spoils? Citrus Yagura was furious. You. At this time, Iwagakure also spoke. 2 Libra Onogi smiled slightly. What a great kid. On the battlefield back then, the old man knew that you would become a great weapon in the future. Unexpectedly, in just a few short years, you have become the Hokage of Konoha village. The old man really didn't misunderstand you. Qianyu said, Master Tsuchikage, I have something to say. Onoki smiled. Okay, we signed a contract with Konoha before, but now that we want to come, we have suffered a lot from the contract, so. I want to discuss with Master Hokage again. Raikage immediately followed up. Our thunder country is the same. Citrus Yagura also said, so is the country of water. Qianyu's heart suddenly became clear. This time the so-called 5 shadows talks were simply for the purpose of ganging up and besieging Konoha village. However, taking advantage of the fact that I had just assumed the position of Hokage, and the old guy Sarutobi Hiruzen was holding back. Therefore, the 3 big nations that once fought against Konoha immediately turned their faces and demanded more benefits. The only one who didn't speak. It is the so-called ally of the country of fire, the country of wind. Luo Sha has remained silent. But Qianyu knew that he did not really agree with the alliance with Konoha village. It's just that the country of the wind at this moment is at a weak moment, and there is no way to openly challenge it. If Konoha village is really besieged by the other 3 countries, and the kingdom of wind falls into trouble, there is no doubt about it. Qianyu only smiled when facing the persecution of all the other 4 big countries. He stood up gently. Just stand like this. For a moment, the shadows of the other 4 countries and their respective guards were suddenly shocked. Although Qianyu was young, his strength had already spread throughout the ninja realm. No one dared to underestimate it. Master Hokage, what are you going to do? Qianyu smiled slightly. You are holding this 5 shadows conference. It seems that you are going to unite and persecute me in Konoha village. If not, are you going to go to war and fail? The shadows of the 3 countries all sneered slightly. Obviously saying, if you do not agree, it may not be impossible. Qianyu smiled and said, very good. If you want to go to war, I Konoha village. Anytime. You guys, want to provoke the 4th Ninja World War. Then come to fight. Chapter 50. Advertise here. The other 4 countries were shocked. Master Hokage, are you going to fight against our 4 great powers? Qianyu smiled slightly. I didn't mean to make the world an enemy, but. If you think that the current Konoha is a soft persimmon, you can handle it at will. Then you are wrong. During the 3rd Ninja World War, Konoha village also faced the siege of the 3 big nations. What was the final result? With me Uchiha Qianyu, you guys don't want to start with Konoha village. For a while, the scene was silent. Raikage had the worst temper, and suddenly slapped the table to his feet. What a kid of the Uchiha clan. Do you think Konoha village is invincible now? Qianyu said coldly. Why, 4th Raikage wants to try it. Kakashi behind, Might Guy stepped forward. And Killer Bee behind Raikage also stepped forward immediately. Suddenly, the whole atmosphere began to become tense again. Mifune immediately said, the 5 shadows talks, if you fight with each other, it will be a joke. This is a place for peaceful discussions. Very good. Qianyu smiled slightly and sat down again. Raikage also had to sit back angrily. The final result of this 5 shadows talks is still nothing. However, the original purpose of the other 4 countries was to unite and contend against the original strongest Konoha village. If Qianyu made a slight concession, the other 4 kingdoms would come like hungry wolves, biting like a hungry wolf. Unfortunately, Qianyu is not a compromiser like Sarutobi Hiruzen. He has never been afraid of confrontation. This meeting also made Uchiha Qianyu's name resound through the entire world of ninja. All ninjas in major countries have recognized such a 4th Hokage. Hardcore hawks. Even in the face of the persecution of the 3 ninja villages of the Land of Thunder, the Land of the Land, and the Land of Water, one can still say. If you want to fight, I will fight such words. When Qianyu returned to Konoha village, his prestige skyrocketed again. For a time, the whole Konoha village is full of thoughts, Ishin. Time flies. Slowly, under the leadership of Qianyu, Konoha village has gradually developed and grown. And the other big ninja villages are not as they said. Unite and attack Konoha. After all, it's the same thing, but really do it. All ninja villages must be weighed, whether they can afford Konoha village. And Uchiha Qianyu. Until, a long time later. On this day, Thunder Country sent envoys to Konoha village. Over the years, there have always been continuous frictions between the two countries because of conflicts of interest. However, since the country of Thunder sent envoys, Konoha village will naturally receive it. Qianyu met with the messenger of the Thunder Country, Toshiro of Lava Style. The meeting between the two was nothing more than a scene. Qianyu was not interested in these, and soon sent away these so-called messengers. However, let Konoha village receive them well. Responsible for receiving the messenger. It is the veteran family of Konoha village, and the Hyuga family, which can be called the famous family. The head of the patriarch, Hyuga Hiyashi, was very kind to these envoys from the land of thunder because of the order of Lord Hokage. Everything is arranged, and the hospitality is welcome. However, that night, the messenger of the Thunder Country unexpectedly took a direct shot and secretly abducted Hyuga Hiyashi's eldest daughter. Hyuga Hinata. It's a pity that the actions of the envoys of the Thunder Country were quickly noticed by Hyuga Hiyashi. He immediately shot and hit the opponent's acupuncture point with the gentle fist method. And snatched back his own daughter. But the next day, the messengers of the Thunder Country claimed that their people had died in the hands of the Hyuga clan. Unless Hyuga Hiyashi's body is handed over, Thunder Country will go to war with Konoha village. The death of the messenger was indeed an extraordinary event. The so-called war between the two countries will not be cut. For a while, the Hyuga clan was both angry and helpless. They had to report this to Master Hokage. In Qianyu's mind, in fact, he had already anticipated this. This is what happened when Hinata was a child. Of course, this is why Hyuga Neji hates the clan family so much. Hinata was captured, Hiyashi recaptured, but he was threatened by Thunder Country to get his own body, otherwise he would go to war with Konoha village. And in the end, Hyuga Hiyashi's twin brother, Hyuga Hazashi, replaced Hiyashi and died generously. From the new novel group 712,205,071. 111111. This group updates daily novels. From the new novel group 7122050071. From then on, Neji hated the Zong family. Of course, in Qianyu's eyes, this is simply that Sarutobi Hiruzen was too weak at the time. The external enemy is weak, and the internal is playing political tactics. This is third Hokage. Of course Qianyu would not let this happen. So, everyone was called to discuss. Hyuga Hiyashi first said, I am indeed responsible for this matter. If we can be more cautious, maybe it won't develop into this way. Qianyu said. Thunder Kingdom is deliberate, but to obtain the secret technique by a Kugan of the Hyuga clan. Patriarch Hyuga, you are obviously a victim, so you don't have to say that. Hyuga Hiyashi moved in his heart and said gratefully, Hokage-sama. Everyone nodded and said yes. At this moment, as a consultant, Sarutobi Hiruzen suddenly took a pipe. However, if we go to war with Thunder Country because of this matter, is there something wrong with it? Qianyu sneered. Oh, what does the consultant want to say? He specially emphasized the word consultant, which means, pay attention to your current identity. Sarutobi Hiruzen was suddenly stung. He always flushed, but still said, although the Kingdom of Thunder is indeed a conspiracy, but after all, the messenger died in Konoha village. If there is a war due to this, Konoha village will be at a loss. Hyuga Hiyashi looked at him, his eyes widened suddenly. My daughter was almost taken away. Moreover, I just tapped acupuncture points, he died himself, it was slander at all. In this way, are we still at a loss for reason? Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu also nodded. This matter, we still have to find a way to deal with it properly. Although, it is impossible to teach Patriarch Hyuga to apologize with death, but maybe. There may not be other ways. The two of them looked at Hazashi behind Hiyashi. Suddenly, the Hiyashi brothers both felt chills. Sarutobi Hiruzen also sighed, seeming to have acquiesced in this practice. At this moment, Qianyu stood up. In order not to go to war with the enemy country, sacrifice my ninja in Konoha village. As long as Uchiha Qianyu is in power for one day. Never allow this to happen. Even if it is the same opinion of the three of you.